Hello, everybody. Hi, welcome to this special Pride Stream TTRPG one-shot. If you don't know, by the way, I'm Mara. You might know me as Mark or Sherlock Holmes, but being gender fluid, this is my feminine persona, Mara. I'm joined by some lovely people to do this wonderful stream in support of Mermaids, a charity dedicated to helping trans, non-binary, and gender non-conforming young people and their families. I've introduced myself. Let me introduce my wonderful players. We have Mr. Lewis Brindley.
Hi, everyone.
Ooh, very quickly putting his character together. It's fine. We're also joined by Kirsty.
Hello.
And on the other side of the table, we have Bryony.
Hello.
And Mr. Tom Clark of Mystery Quest fame.
Hello.
Perfect. Thank you guys so much for joining me. It's going to be a fun, silly one today. We are playing a game called Glitter Hearts, which is a tabletop RPG about young people with magical powers saving the day. It's inspired by, and this will become very obvious as we play, it's inspired by Sailor Moon. If you know Sailor Moon and magical girl shows, it's going to be very girly, very silly, very wholesome, hopefully. Looks at Tom and Lewis.
What am I doing here?
But yes, it's going to be good fun. And obviously, we're going to try and make it very gay and very queer as well. And also, there are some special donation goals as well. Now, some of these you guys will like because for every set amount, there's a listed amount. I think it's every 250. You guys get a bonus die that you can choose to spend and give yourself a nice little extra tasty roll to guarantee yourself some extra success. There is also going to be, I think it's at £750, I'm going to introduce a new complication or a twist to the story. But also, as you are all young heroes and heroines learning your powers, you don't quite have full control over your transformations yet, and you're going to have to unlock them. So for every, I think, £500, a player will unlock their transformation that they're going to be able to go and perform for us when they use it. So that'll be an extra special one. But yeah, that is it from me. It's a very simple system. Everything's going to be a 2d6 roll plus your stat, and we'll just jump into it and you guys can learn from there. Unless there's any questions or anything you guys want to set up.
No.
No.
So.
All good?
Let's just dive in at the deep end.
Let's dive in. So, New Jaffa City. A picturesque hub of busy lives. Monorails weave their way through the various districts and tall buildings, circling around Mandrew Park and connecting all the major sites of this beautiful city, from the sleepy suburbs to the busy central shopping districts. Throughout New Jaffa City are clean streets with cute shop windows and busy civilians walking past on their way to work or school, when suddenly there are some cries and shouts echoing out as someone is sprinting through the streets in a run. Which of you four would be most likely to be late for school, do you think? I will let you guys choose.
High school is just a meat grinder for the soul.
So are we looking at Lewis's character to be the one who's most likely to be late?
Sure. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah,
All
get
right.
in there.
So, Lewis, could you describe your character and tell us their name and why? What are they doing as they're desperately trying to, you're going to be in trouble if you don't get to school. So as much as you might think it's a meat grinder, there's probably some urgency to get there before you get into trouble.
So my character, George Milton, is not an ordinary high school student at all.
No.
He is clad head to toe in... The reason he's late actually is because he's been doing his makeup.
Right,
all
okay.
day. Like, we got to get the full goth makeup. Like the black eyeliner, the collar, like fishnets, like the whole like chains hanging off.
Oh, nightmare to run in.
Got a one of them black briefcases as well.
It's like a businessman, a business goth.
It's full of skulls and things. It's my
What else would it be for?
business goth.
The ones that you buy from Hot Topic.
Yes.
Yeah.
This town is so conforming to the modes and meanings of happiness, and everyone's way too smiley all the time. I hate it here.
And I'm like dragging my feet.
You're dragging your feet. So you're kind of like urging yourself along. Maybe the shouts and cries were not from you running through the streets, but people were sort of being alarmed, like, as you,
God.
you go past, like, oh, look at this boy.
It's like a shadow.
Yeah, exactly.
People are running away.
Amazing. Eventually, George Milton, who does go by another name to the people of his class. And his
Please call me Raven.
Raven, eventually you make your way. You drag your feet, but eventually you arrive at Honeydew High School, a popular and successful school in the city with soft pink walls and neatly trimmed flower beds dotted around its expansive grounds. A large school with multiple classrooms, a gymnasium, theatre, and cafeteria. Outside in the large open space, several students are being ushered inside by a few stern-looking teachers. Who is, of you three now remaining, who is the most likely to be waiting for Raven at the school gates?
I think me.
Okay. So, Bryony, would you tell us who you're playing and describe them? And what you're doing is you wait for Raven to arrive.
So I am Cherry Elmwood, and I'm a counsellor, and I just think, I see maybe a bit of sadness in Raven, but I believe I can put a smile on that pale little face of yours.
I'm not depressed.
Oh.
I'm just realistic.
We have already hit a goal.
Oh, wow.
Let's have Bryony, as you're the one speaking. Do you want to grab a D4 and roll that for me? And we'll have you be 1, Kirsty will be 2, Tom will be 3, and Lewis will be 4.
1.
So that's you.
Oh.
So you gain yourself a bonus die that you can spend any point.
Ooh.
So when you go to, normally it's a 2d6 roll. With this, you can spend it and roll 3d6 and choose the 2 highest. So you get an advantage, basically, to spend as when you see fit. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for your donation. But please continue.
But I'm very sort of typical, holding a book to my chest. I've got all my bags. Everything's color coordinated in my bag, and I'm just patiently stood waiting for Raven. I'm sure he has a very reasonable explanation as to why he's
Well,
late.
you see Raven appear, and the teachers are sort of looking at you. You see the gym teacher who's sort of out on patrol, Coach Bellum, is just like, come on now, we've got to get to class. You can't wait for him for too much longer. And then you see Raven dawdling up the road.
Got
leading
my
to the
black
entrance.
umbrella.
Apparently, we've hit another one,
Wow.
which I believe will unlock. So from this point onwards, Bryony, when you are ready to use it, your transformation is ready to go. So you have your transformation ready. Obviously, you're in school at the moment, so we won't use it right away.
Okay.
But good to know that you have access to it.
Don't be a coward. Use it now.
in front of everyone.
Even transforming won't cheer me up.
So yes, Raven arrives. What do you say anything to Raven before you head inside?
Hi, sleepyhead.
That's the most perfect response in this case. You're very much in keeping with the theme. I do appreciate it. Raven, your friend, or is Cherry your friend? Is this somebody that you sort of tolerate, or is this an actual genuine friend for you?
My only friends are ghosts.
Perfect. Okay. So in that case, this cheery, bright, kind person is very kindly waiting for you, but all you care about is ghosts. So, the two of you make your way inside, making your way up to Class 2A, your homeroom. A bright and breezy classroom with rows of desks and chairs placed before a large erasable whiteboard and the teacher's desk. The far wall opposite the door has numerous windows looking out onto the front of the school, the most quintessential anime schoolroom you can imagine. Miss Morrigan, a kind and gentle woman with blonde sunny hair, is preparing some things at her desk while the class representative is taking attendance. So out of Tom and Kirsty, which of you is most likely to be the class representative, the sort of the do-goody?
Probably me.
Probably not me.
So Kirsty, could you describe yourself, tell us who you're playing, and then what you're doing? So you're probably taking attendance and like cleaning the whiteboard and things like that. But yeah, just describe what is happening.
I am Karen Montgomery. I'm very short, very slight, very timid, and I'm just scrolling away at the attendance sheet and just looking. Whenever someone comes in, I'm like, oh, right, And I'm sort of looking to the teacher for...
Yeah, she's sort of encouraging. She's like going through her desk and sorting out like today's lesson plan and things like that. You do see coming down there, the last to arrive, and technically the bell went a good sort of 5 minutes ago, but you do see Cherry Elmwood and George Milton, who does prefer to be called Raven, coming along the corridor. What do you think of these two as they're sort of coming out?
I think that Raven is really cool, and I wish that I could be like them.
So you actually admire
Yeah.
Raven? Oh.
Yeah. Every time I see them, I'm like, oh my god.
Now, the reason I'm asking these questions, by the way, is all of you guys, your relationships, whether it's with each other or NPCs, you choose whether it's cooperative or competitive. So as you have that in mind, kind of keep that in mind, like how you view each other. So you see Raven all in their dark leather trench coat, their spiked collar, their fishnet t-shirt underneath their uniform.
God, I wish that were me.
And then, but then trotting beside him, looking cheery and bright as the morning dew, is Cherry Elmwood. What do you think of Cherry?
I think I would love Cherry. I think that we'd be friends.
Sure.
Yeah, very much so, but...
No way.
Yeah, I know, right?
Wait, the two of
I
you?
can see it.
What?
I see it.
See it.
Two of you.
No.
Oh, wait, well, we meant to do the enemies to lovers thing.
Oh yeah. Oh, Karen.
I mean, listen, we can go in many directions with all of this.
There's still time. There's still time.
Perfect. So eventually you sort of get them in, you take their names.
Yeah.
And as you all sort of turn into it, one student is sat at the back of the class nearest the window, maybe gazing out onto it, looking out into the clouds, daydreaming, or maybe they're surrounded by their friends, or, they're keeping themselves. Tom, would you tell us who you're playing and what you're doing in this scenario?
Okay, so I'm playing a character called Timmy Pipkins. They like to be called Timmy Pipkins, their full name, at all times, and they have little hearts above the eyes. They're like very, very short, very slight build as well. Half their hair is pink, half is white. And they're just like chatting away with people, like just not paying attention in
a little
class at all.
popular, like they're kind of chatting away with people,
Yeah.
and perfect.
Hello, everybody. It's me, Timmy Pipkins. What a wonderful day. Sucks to be stuck inside. Boring. Can't wait till we get outside into the lovely sun and look at the grounds out there.
And you hear you can tell me whether this is somebody who's a friend of yours, but a very popular young man, Max Hadley. He's actually on the school track and field team, and he'll just turn to you and be like, tell me about it, Timmy Pipkins, because obviously he knows you like to be referred to by your full name. Tell me about it, Timmy Pipkins. Man, I would love to be out there, like, running the field. I can't believe we're going to be stuck in doing boring classwork all day. And sort of like he's trying to sort of, endear himself.
Oh, Max, me too. I'd love to go out running right now.
How do you feel about Max? Is he like a friend of Timmy's, or?
Oh, yeah, definitely a friend.
Yeah, because he's quite a handsome, popular-looking guy.
Yeah.
So if you want to write him down, you can write him down as a relationship, Max Hadley. What you do?
I'd rather be embalmed than go out there.
Don't be like that. Come on, Raven. What a fun day ahead we have for ourselves.
The sunshine is my natural enemy. I wish I could kill the sun.
Don't do that. You'd kill us all.
Maybe I can invent a device that pushes the moon directly into the sun, causing eternal twilight.
I feel like that probably wouldn't work the way you think it would. But if all your friends are ghosts, well, soon we'd all be ghosts, and then we'd all be friends.
I wish all of you were ghosts.
You hear from the back of it. You sort of hear from a little cadre of girls who were sort of gossiping together, like, geez, this guy really dragging the room down, sort of gesturing over to old Raven. And this is her name is Rebecca Cooper, and she's a very popular girl in Scotland, but she's a bit of a rebel. She's got her skirt hiked up a little too high. Her socks are all slack around her shoes. She's got like dyed blonde hair. Like, she's kind of like the rebel girl.
Whoa.
And her friends are just like, hee 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 hee, and they're sort of like pointing at Raven and sort of giggling as the three of them are sort of like having that little catty moment together as they look around.
I confront them.
Yeah, what'd you say? Like,
You leave Raven alone, you fucking bitches.
whoa, check out the mouth on Pipkins.
Go fuck yourselves. You fucking
Ew.
suck.
Yeah.
It's immediately begun, which I knew it would. Well, it sounds like I think this is going to call for a roll.
Wait, are we doing swearing? Are we meant to swear?
Well, we are now. We are now. Now, I think there's a couple of options here because you're doing this because you're kind of looking after Raven, right?
Because Raven, I'd say, is a friend.
Yeah, and so I think this is a protect someone role. You're trying to like stop these nasty girl bullies from picking on Raven.
Yeah.
So this is going to be our first roll of the game. So it's 2d6, and this is with persona. So you're rolling with your persona stat.
Cool.
And we're looking for as high as possible. So we got a little tray here in the middle.
So that's 6, but I get +2 to my persona, so it's an 8.
So an 8. So in this system, basically, if you get a 6 or lower, you fail at whatever you're trying to do, and generally things will go worse. I'll do what's called taking a GM move, which means that I will make things worse for you guys. On a 7 to 9, you generally get kind of what you want, but there's a cost to it, or it's maybe not as strong as you would like. And then if you get a 10 or more, you generally get what you want and maybe a little bit more as well. Now with this, you got an 8 there, Tom. So you get to choose one. You get to hold one and choose an option. Hold one means that you get a +1 that you can spend later on, basically. This is normally this would be like a combat move. So you would normally be able to do things like redirect an attack to yourself, halve the damage of an attack, put the attacker in a bad position, or deal damage. Obviously, this is more of a social thing. So I think that the idea of redirecting it, so you can draw their ire onto you, or you can put them in a bad position. Maybe you call out the teacher, or maybe the argument is actually going to draw the teacher's attention.
Can I
put this to a
Can I
stop.
do the last one? Deal damage back to them, because as they're insulting him,
Gonna knock her out.
be like, Rebecca Cooper, maybe you should spend more time working on your own piece of shit personality rather than attacking my friend.
Oh my God!
You fucking slag.
Oh my God! No, you can see she's on the verge of tears.
Good.
And is welling up because she's getting quite emotional. She's like, "You can't say that to me! Oh my God!" And the other two is like, "No, you shouldn't be able to say that to you." And they're kind of taken
You
away.
should have insulted my good friend Raven here.
And they're sort of like,
He's worth 10 of you, you fucking
freaks, you
bitch.
freaks. And then they just immediately turn away. And yeah, I would say that you will deal stress to them, and that takes them out of this scene entirely. They are not going to be picking on anybody else today. As you do that.
I'm sorry you had to deal with that, Raven. What a bunch of fucking assholes.
They are just a fleeting memory in the void. It means nothing to me.
I respect that about you, Raven.
Did you listen to that mixtape I made for you?
Oh, I fucking loved it.
Bloody good.
So good. There was so much Miley Cyrus on there.
I know. She's secretly incredibly dark and,
I've heard.
and meaningful.
Perfect.
It affects me at the depths of my soul.
Me too.
With that, first of all, we hit another goal, which I believe is another. So if we get another D4 roll from, actually, have you do it, Tom. Let's roll a D4. I can't get it because my hands. It's very slippery.
It's a 4.
So that'll be Lewis. So Lewis gets a advantage roll. So you now have an advantage you can spend when you would like to, Lewis, when you make a roll. Thank you very much, everybody.
I don't need it.
I am going to hold on to my twist for now because I've got a good point of where I want to use it. But while you two are having this conversation, Karen and Cherry, you guys take your seats, and sat between you, sort of like you have a little row of seats, is another student, Jury Kleiner. And she's, you can tell me how you feel about her, but she's very quiet, she's quite shy, very sort of homey, has these thick twin braids, big thick glasses, very much keeps herself to herself, and her head is down in a book, basically. And she sort of watches this exchange between Timmy Pipkins and Rebecca, and is just you see her eyes light up in Timmy's direction, so in awe of his ability to talk to this horrible bully in that way. As you can see that she's totally quite smitten by that action.
I think we'd probably be friends, but in a kind of, I'm quiet, they're quiet, and I've sort of leant over and just said a couple of things every now and then, and now we're friends.
Yeah.
So I'd probably lean in and be like, do you think that's allowed? Should we tell a teacher or something?
I mean, we probably should. I mean, they were saying some pretty bad language there. It was very naughty. And sort of but is sort of oh, but I can't believe Timmy Pipkins spoke to her that way. That was really impressive.
Oh my God. I think Raven could have stood up for themselves, though. Probably.
Oh, yeah, I mean, maybe but he's kind of scary, though, I think.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. And sort of like whispers to you, like muttering away. What about Cherry? What's Cherry doing at this point?
I guess I'd sort of lean in and just say, those girls are only jealous. They're just jealous that Raven has his own style. Happy people aren't mean people.
Yeah.
Perfect. Amazing. So you kind of have this little conversation, and then eventually the teacher is like, all right, settle down, everyone. We've got a busy day ahead of us, and begins kind of rolling through today's lessons and things like that. How do you all think that you would do at school? It doesn't have to be a role. Like, obviously, I think we know somebody who's going to be pretty good. But what about the rest of you? Are you guys like quite good students, or...
Oh no! I thinks they're really good, but never does
just breezes
like
through
revision or stuff
No,
like
yeah.
that, and so
I feel like once you sit down, I'd probably come over and hand you my homework. Like, there you go.
Yeah, this is just like an established thing
every
between
day.
the two of you. Yeah, exactly. Revision notes and copied homework ready. Like it's probably done in Timmy Pipkin's hand. Like you've learned.
I've learned his handwriting.
to
Oh my God,
just give him the
amazing.
homework.
Hearts
every
over
time.
all the eyes.
perfect. Yeah, that is his style.
Yep, perfect. What about Cherry?
I think I do okay. Like, not super smart, but just, puts in the hours.
Yeah, you put in the hour. So you're kind of like, good student kind of thing. Okay,
Yeah.
great. But then what about Raven? Does Raven even believe in homework?
Homework is just a machination of the machine that forces us to conform to the mediocrity of man.
That sentence just hangs in the class. It's just
Such a way with words.
as Karen is like looking in awe, like again very sparkly eyed, looking in Raven's direction. Meanwhile,
I'm writing a poem.
Is that what you're doing? Are you actually writing a poem?
I'm trying.
Well, we can perhaps have your poem at the end of class. Miss Morrigan will call on you up to reveal it. The school day sort of passes without too much aplomb. It's been a while, and your minds all race back. Not too long ago, you were all contacted by some. You were all part of. There was a new gaming arcade that was being opened, and you all went to visit it. But as it did, you were attacked by some strange creatures made of sort of shadows and darkness, and some mysterious figure, beautiful cerulean long-haired, all dressed in like a skin-tight black suit, almost like very elaborate makeup. These two figures tried to launch these attacks on you to drain you of your energy and life force. But you were suddenly approached by a tiny creature called Puck. What do you guys want Puck to look like? Puck is going to be your little mystical companion.
Daff the dog.
Daff the dog. Yeah.
I was going to say just a sentient Jaffa cake.
Sentient Jaffa cake. Some good ideas. It's a collaborative. Do we have any opposed ideas to either of these?
Can it be like 8 feet tall?
I would say
it
it can appear as 8 foot tall, but then it has to be able to shrink down to something that can easily hide. So it could appear as like some 8 foot tall Minotaur creature if you wanted it to, but then it has like a little chibi form that it has to take.
Yeah. No, that's.
What are you thinking?
Yeah, no, an 8 foot tall
Like-
Jaffa cake dog.
Jaffa take dog monster. Okay. So it initially appeared as this creature, and it was this creature that it spoke into all of your minds and revealed that you have a sacred bloodline that goes back ancient years, and you all hold magical power within you. And when they did, you were each bestowed a special item that would allow you to transform. Now, what was this? In fact, I'm going to ask specifically Kirsty. What was the item? What was the sort of item you were all given?
All of us.
Yeah, each of you were given a different one, different color coded, but you were each given an item.
Shall I stay on theme by saying each of us received a different shaped cookie cutter?
A cookie cutter.
Yeah.
I love that.
Wow.
A cookie
And everyone
cutter.
can pick their shape.
Yeah, you can all pick your shape. So you each bestowed, and this is not just any cookie cutter. This is a special. This is a, let's think of a good word, a Starbright cookie cutter of the Gastro Guardians.
Oh my God.
And you were each bestowed upon, and when you held this cookie cutter and you held it aloft, you could transform into a heroic form. And through that power, you were able to defeat these shadowy minions and these two alien-looking creatures, these beautiful, and they were beautiful, very bisexually coded, androgynous aliens, revealed themselves to be called, let me find it here, they were called Noxus and Sable. And they had been sent here to gather energy from young people and send it to the Nether Realm. And you managed to fend them off and defeat them. And thus far, you became the Gastro Guardians. Now, you're still learning to use your powers, but you've become aware that within Jaffa City, these villains, these aliens, are going about all sorts of shenanigans, and you can't go to the police about it, you can't go to the authorities, nobody would ever believe you. So instead, with these new magical powers, it's been up to you four to try and stop the Netherites, these people from the Nether Realm, from taking over.
From the Netherlands.
Wow, they're Dutch. He's tall and beautiful.
I
yes.
did not think about that. But yeah, there we go.
Right.
Hey guys,
Hey,
what
guys.
you doing?
I'm going to have to give them that voice now, aren't
guys,
I?
you got,
I'm
you
going
got
to have
some-
to give them the Xylus voice.
You got some good powers, guys? We're here to drain you of your life.
Just going to make a little note to myself. Dutch accent.
These guys are
Villain.
great. I love them.
Beautiful.
I have no
androgynous.
life force with which they will
Maybe
drain.
that's why you've been chosen.
They will go hungry.
But yeah, so you know that they're out there, but of course you still have to live your lives as well. We have hit another goal. I've just been made aware as well. So I think that brings us up to 1,000.
So?
I think. What was that? 1,000's correct. All right, perfect. So that means a couple of things. Can I get Kirsty? Can you roll a D4? Have you got one? I can't grab it.
In the hand.
My little hands can't grab it.
What numbers do we want?
We'll do the same. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's fine if people get 2.
1.
Bryony gets another one. You got lots of these to spend when you roll. But it also, Kirsty, when it comes time, you also will be able to use your transformation. But let's crack on with the story. So the school day goes on fine, but you begin to hear rumors. You begin to hear that an exciting new beauty salon has opened up downtown. It's called the Rose Room Salon. In fact, you might even hear Rebecca, although somewhat chided by Timmy Pipkins,
She's going
talking
to
to her
fix
friends.
her fucking roots because they look fucking trash.
That's what
want
you would
to
hear. You would hear like, I totally have to go and get my roots touched up. Like, I can't have him talking to me that way. I think I need to go down there. And you sort of overhear this conversation happening as they talk about it. Apparently, it's the latest thing. There's like discounts because it's just opened, and everybody is going down there to check it out. And quite a few of your school friends, including Jury Kleiner, is just like, oh, I wouldn't mind going and checking it out, maybe, and sort of like looks to you guys after school. And you guys sort of hear about this thing, and it's the talk of the whole school throughout the whole day. Everybody's talking about this, the Rose Room Salon. What about for the rest of you? What do you guys do like during lunch, or is there anything you guys like to do during your school day? Raven, you got a look on your face. You finished your
Do you
poem?
want to hear my poem?
Yes, please. I think like the teacher in English class, Mr. Clark will ask you like, yes, you finished your poem, Raven. We'd be delighted to hear it.
This poem is called My Friends. Cherry's powerful cheer tries to lift me from the deepest reveries of my twisted soul. But the flayed remnants of my heart long to be released from this mortal coil and cannot respond. And I look across at Karen at the lacuna of the deepest night, and a feeling slips like a dagger between my ribs, leading to a blessed escape from these chains of life. And then Timmy's face is there, and I see A celestial brightness in the void, burning my retinas, like when I watched that eclipse, but not through the cardboard box. And it seared my skull and burned within me a fleeting desire that anchors me here, to walk towards the future until my time comes to join one with the darkness.
Wow.
There's just this smattering of
you.
Fucking good poem. Good job, Raven.
He's just so in touch with his feelings. We should all make poems.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Amazing.
Sorry, I just was not expecting that entire poem in this one shot. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. The teacher, Mr. Clark, there with tears in his eyes. Just beautiful. Just so beautiful, Raven. What a beautiful soul you carry.
Thank you, Mr. Clark.
Just so in awe of it. But eventually, sort of, school begins to wind down. You know, you've done your classes for the day, done your lessons, but now you have a little bit of time to decide what you would like to do. Jury comes up to you and is like, "Hi, I'm going to go and check out that new salon. Did you guys want to come along?"
Yeah. Do you want to go after school?
I mean, what's inside is more important. But
Yeah.
you deserve a treat as well, so I say we go.
Okay.
Perfect. And I'm assuming Timmy Pipkins and Raven, will you go along with your friends, or is there anything else you would like to do potentially? You do. It would be very, like, you know, there's the high chance that lots of people being gathered together, maybe you might be able to learn more about these mysterious creatures or strange goings on around the town.
Yeah, I think I wanna, find out about what's like happening, like what's the deal with.
Oh, and you would totally see Rebecca's going to go there, so you know if you want a good chance to get some more jabs in.
No, like if I can pull her to one side and be like, "Look,
What do you want, Timmy Pipkins?
look, Rebecca, I'm sorry.
You already made me cry today."
I'm sorry, I was pretty fucking harsh back then. I didn't mean to call you out, but you should really be less of a fucking bitch to everyone. I didn't mean to come down so harsh on you, but you came at my friend Raven, and I'm just saying, just don't do that. Just you could be a little bit nicer, but if you do that, I'm going to fucking stab you next time.
I was going to make this a touch their heart roll, but
Yep.
I don't think that applies anymore with that last little moment there.
But I mean, we're good chums, but just don't just don't be a fucking bitch.
I think this is a convince someone roll to charm, threaten, or coerce someone. So this is with emotion.
Emotion. Okay, this is just a flat roll. Ooh.
And you can also use something like moves if you guys want to convince.
2.
Oh, good. Excellent. Well, I think that you have a thing. Oh no, it's on a glimpse the truth, isn't it? When you have your special thing. But I think that this is you kind of make these like things, and she kind of like stares at you flatly, and then like smiles very sweetly. It's like, yeah, you're so right, Timmy Pipkins. 100%. You know what? I feel like I owe you one. Why don't we go check out this new salon, and I'll pay for something for you, like to make it up for you, and you and your friend Raven.
Oh, that's very good on you, Rebecca. I thought you were going to continue to be a bitch, but actually you sound fucking great.
Yeah, like I'm totally not a bitch now. I'm gonna be really nice.
You're the best.
Yeah,
Let's go.
Let's go.
And I link arms with
Oh,
her.
she's like, okay.
Oh, they're finally getting along.
And yeah, the group of you, all of you school kids, head out to this place. You would find
Did you say there was ice cream?
there's ice cream, an ice cream parlor nearby.
I can only eat black or white food.
That's a very limited palette, Raven. But there is an ice cream parlor. What's the name of this ice cream parlor, Raven?
Happy Cupcake Sprinkles Emporium.
Happy Cupcake Sprinkles Emporium.
I
Perfect.
hate it.
But it's one of the few places you can eat food.
Well, they do actually have a couple of things that work for me. The dark chocolate gâteau, chocolate brownie, dark chocolate ice cream is, and the white
Vanilla.
pure Madagascan vanilla goes particularly well
So your diet
together.
is primarily white rice, ice cream. Burnt food, would that count for you?
Ooh.
Okay.
Both types of sesame seeds.
Yes.
Oh.
Still quite an unhealthy diet. There's quite an unwell palate, Raven. as you make your way.
Wow, we thought it was makeup, but no.
No,
just-
it's a.
Oh my god, just malnourished.
This is my natural skin. Timmy, I've made a voodoo doll of Rebecca Cooper. I took some of her hair.
Shit, Raven, she's fucking right here in my arm.
I know, let me give it to you.
Wait, she's going to totally see this.
Listen, if you
You
stab
just check
into
these
it,
moves.
you can do whatever you want.
Love it. I love
It's
it.
out of my control now.
I think you need to play it chill, bud. Look, what do you... Maybe we could use this against those demons that turned up. The Dutch.
Oh, God. So orange. Ugh. Makes me shudder.
I'm going to
Yes.
give one of them orange hair now.
Yes, you wouldn't be able to eat his hair, would you?
No.
As this delightful conversation takes place, you guys make your way downtown and visit this beautiful new beauty salon, the Rose Room Salon. It's done in a sort of high-end fashion, Paris studio. There are hairdresser chairs, golden mirrors, flowers, decorations. There's even like a little shopping section to it with like a stylist and things like that. And as you enter, you can see that it's very, very busy. People are all in there getting their makeup done, getting their hair done. Very, very popular with young people your age and a little bit older. And as you enter, immediately this sort of gaggle of assistants sort of descend upon you. Oh, hello, my dear. What can we do for you? Do you need anything? Oh, certainly we can do something to tidy this up. And they sort of gesture in your direction, Karen. We can bring out the wonderful beauty within, my dear. Oh, this hair, this doesn't suit you at all. No. We can do something far better with this. And they immediately start like tugging you away to like go over and start styling you.
How much is this going to cost?
Rebecca goes up and speaks to somebody at the counter and then points at you, Timmy Pipkins.
I wave.
And they sort of like look over and they like look back, like they almost seem to be like, "Are you sure?" Oh, yeah. And they point over. They're like, "Oh, sir, somebody's paid for a lovely makeover for you."
Thank you. That's Rebecca, right?
Yes, they've asked us to do a whole new look for you.
Oh, that's great. She's not as much of a bitch as she comes across. I gotta tell you.
Right, very good, sir. This way. And they'll take you sort of across, and you just see Rebecca like hee, making a little mischievous face.
I wave.
Yeah, and she like waves back as you do. As you go in there, you can see that Jury, your little friend, is like totally enamored with the place. A little bit too nervous and shy to go up and ask for anything, though. But he's sort of like looking around and sort of taking everything in. What is Cherry like? Is there anything here that Cherry's particularly interested in, or is this not really to your taste?
I think I would quite like to get my nails done. This is going to shock you. All yellow, because that's going to be my favourite colour today. What? I'm stealing it from you.
So yeah, you can go and get your nails done. They do like a full manicure and things like that. And it's really, really reasonably priced. Like this is like a huge, like 50% off opening discount for like the whole week. And so it's really, really cheap and like beautifully done. Like they sit there and do that. What does Raven think about all of this? Like a little beauty salon where everyone's kind of getting little face masks and haircuts and things like that.
Is there a dank alleyway nearby where I can slit my wrist?
You can't do that one. It's a private charity stream.
Is that
Private
a
charity
move on the
It's
sheet?
weirdly. Let me just check, Tom.
This place is awful.
Jesus Christ.
I'm
I
being,
don't
I'm
see
being
it.
sarcastic.
No,
Sorry.
I know. No, it's all fine. It's all fine. No, but there is like, you can sit outside. Well, your favorite ice cream parlor, Happy Cupcake Sprinkles Ice Cream Emporium, is just across the street. So you could always duck in there.
I would.
And help yourself.
I've
to
got
a lovely
one of
ice
those
cream.
loyalty cards.
Yeah,
They've
got a
given me
free one.
4 Sundays already.
Perfect.
And I'm due a free one.
You're due a free one. Amazing. So you go over there and enjoy that while everyone is having themselves pampered.
Even a free Sunday doesn't spark joy in my soul.
Poor Raven.
Oh.
Poor Raven. Tom, What horrible thing has Rebecca paid to be done to Timmy Sprinkles?
Oh my god, like
What she paid for and encouraged them to do to ruin your day based on your horrible 2 that you rolled.
Oh, some kind of horrific haircut. And
Your beautiful, maybe they've tried to dye your beautiful pink and blonde.
yeah,
Like,
they've cut it really short, and now they've got like somehow morphed the hair into like just a pure black bowl cut.
There you go. Perfect. You sort of question what they're doing, and then until it's too late, you don't realize.
Yeah, I think Timmy's just like chatting away.
Yeah,
with
of course. He's very so. Yeah,
people.
the assistant that you're speaking to is a very chatty fella called Vincent, and he's just like, "Now, are you sure about this, darling? Your friend said that this is what you wanted, but I want to make sure."
Oh yes, no, Rebecca.
perfect.
She's a
Yes.
fucking slag, but she does know style actually.
She does know style. She's pretty cool. Yes, very good. Well, I hope you're going to like it. Just remember, it wasn't my decision.
While he's cutting away, I'm very distracted. Can I be asking him if he knows about? Have you ever seen this busy part of town? Do you have any Dutch people coming in here?
Dutch people.
You know anything about weird, like kind of cool, sexy Dutch people moving around? Like,
why don't you roll for me a glimpse the truth? Tom's doing all the rolls. You guys have got all the bonuses, but Tom's on it.
I just want to try and chat to them, just get some intel on
Sure.
You trying to move the story on or something?
No.
No.
So I get -1 to this dice roll.
Perfect. Oh, but that was pretty good. Oh, you could have kept that.
An 8, 7.
7 is still enough. It is a success. So on a 7, you get to hold 1, and you get to ask me one of these questions. So I think the one you're asking is, have you seen anything sort of unusual things recently?
Yeah, I think kind of like what new or useful information can I get?
Yeah, well, I
is the
think
vibe
this
that
guy
I'm
will turn around and say,
after.
well, I wouldn't know about any Dutch people. God, I don't think I've ever met a Dutch person before, my young fellow. God, I couldn't have even imagined what they might sound like or look like.
Oh, don't worry, we'll hear them soon enough.
There's a good reason for that. We've only just opened. This store's brand new. We've only been open a week. Madame Rose has brought us all here to bring delight and joy and make everyone feel so much better about themselves. And we're trying to bring out the best in people. After all, I mean, you could probably, the clothing is pretty good, and you're going for this new hairstyle and things like that.
Yeah.
But some of the others,
The medieval bowl cut is particularly popular in the goth community.
Wait, what the fuck?
this is what your friend said you wanted.
Looks up in the mirror. Rebecca Cooper!
Whilst you're having that conversation. And yeah, the thing you would find out is that this guy, I would say that you do glimpse a little truth in this, in that this guy seems kind of evasive about it. Like, he is like, no, nothing like that. No, we're brand new. Yeah, I'm sure that this is a good area. There's nothing going on around here. Very sort of brushing you off as you do that. Those of you, including Raven, sort of getting your nails done and kind of paying attention, you would notice...
Can I have a scoop of those black and white sprinkles as well, just on the top?
Sure can, sir. My favorite customer, Mr. Raven.
I like this guy. He's cool.
I believe that their name is Heavy Cupcakes because it's Heavy Cupcakes Sprinkles Emporium. I wasn't sure where the apostrophe, where is it Heavy Cupcakes Ownership Sprinkles Ice Cream
Heavy.
Emporium?
I love it.
Yes.
So this is Heavy Cupcakes, the owner.
Mr.
That's his
Cupcake.
name.
This guy's great.
Have you got those gummy worms?
Oh, we got plenty of gummy worms there, friend. Yeah, how many you need?
I'll have a bag, please.
Sure thing, pal. And they begin scooping up into like a little bag. Obviously, only the black and white gummy worms, though.
Of course.
Of course. My favorite bizarre customer.
You know me.
As they scoop it in. Karen and Cherry, you would notice that whilst this is all going on, there's like a very elegant door at the back of the shop. And it opens, and this lovely scented sort of pink mist flies out, and a girl, you think that she's from Honeydew High School, but she's not in your class. She comes out, and she looks incredible. Big, thick, voluminous hair. It's all been freshly done. Like, she's wearing like a new outfit, nails, and she looks amazing. And immediately people begin flocking over to her and sort of fussing over her, and she's just like, yes, I know, don't I look amazing, blah, 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 kind of taking all of this. Her name is Laura Laura, and you've seen her around your school a little bit before. But next to her is this sort of gregarious madam in this sort of red dress outfit, sort of scarlet hair, all very well kept. And she's just like, oh, darlings, look, another happy, satisfied customer. Laura, why don't you show up to everyone how you look? This is what you get when you pay for our special VIP package, after all. And begins showing her off to everybody. And you see Laura is kind of like going off. And she's, turning around and it's just like, well, I'm obviously going to be too popular to hang out with you guys now, to like this group. And they sort of laugh like, ha ha ha. And then she's like, I'm not joking. And like, kind of like, and she becomes quite a bit of a bitch. Everybody's sort of fawning over her, like how good she looks and everything else. And this Madame Rose, who's the owner, is just like, another happy customer. Looking around like, we have some new faces here. Wonderful, wonderful. And sort of seems to take an interest. Yeah.
How much is the makeover?
Well, I would say, my darling, it depends on how great the need is. And if I have to say the need is a little great with you, there's something beneath the surface here, a diamond in the rough.
So you can't do it then? It's too much?
Oh, we certainly could, yes, if you wanted to have it. But we are a little booked up for today. Maybe come by tomorrow and we can ensure if you're looking for our special deluxe makeover.
Okay. Yeah, I can do that.
Perfect. Yes, come by tomorrow, my dear. We always have plenty of room, but today, unfortunately, in fact, your friend over there, and you see little Jury Kleiner is like signing up at the front desk, and she's like, oh, I'm really sorry, Karen. I saw that and I immediately signed up. Like,
That's okay. You look at her.
she looks amazing, I know. And maybe Timmy Pipkins will notice me if I looked as good as she does. And she sort of like is like,
sure he will.
And Raven might. You look so good for Raven as well.
Oh, what? I don't know what you're talking
No, yeah, of course. I don't know what I'm talking about either. The two of you sort of like have a little moment. The rest of I'm going to kind of skip a little ahead here because you get the things done. A horrible bowl cut. Rebecca is nowhere to be seen. Like as soon as you call out to the sky, she is gone. She's vanished.
That fucking bitch.
That
I called him,
fucking
man. I fucking
bitch.
called him.
You did. But you guys have a little bit of time here. Do you guys go and join Raven? Maybe have like a little ice cream and things?
I think partway through, I'm like, do you think we could go and get ice cream? I tried Raven's diet for 2 days and I just ended up passing out. I need something. I need some sugar.
It's a new fad diet, the Raven black-white diet. It's just plain rice.
It's like burnt toast.
Sesame seeds all day. I just need something.
It's like,
Does it have to all be black, or is it if it's like black on the outside but different color inside? Is that out
You
for
only eat
Raven?
the rind.
Yeah, it's like an avocado, but you can only eat the skin.
Wow, gross.
So yeah, I'm sat there on the curb,
Yeah.
with my big boots on, like licking this ice cream, and I'm actually holding like a very bright pink ice cream with sprinkles that I hold up for Karen as she approaches.
Oh, perfect! I love it.
Thank you.
How does Karen react? Is Karen sort of taken aback by all of this?
Just drop it. by accident.
I didn't even ask you to roll, and you chose to do that.
I will go to the roll.
Yeah, I love it.
A fumble roll.
A fumble roll. Don't even need to roll for it. But yeah, it spills out of your hands and hits the ground. With
I'll get another one. And I just walk in.
Yeah, you walk in.
It's okay. My heart couldn't be any lower than it is already.
Oh no, poor Raven.
Raven, if you ever want to talk about it, I am here.
Yeah, Raven, do you want to talk?
I just stare at you.
We are talking about it, and I don't like it.
Amazing. You guys have a little conversation, you enjoy some ice cream, and it begins to get dark. The sun goes down, the lights of New Jaffa City all come in. It's, an electric dreamscape. This is real city pop kind of vibes, like neon lights kind of everywhere. I forgot to mention this at the start. It's kind of like 90s era as well. So like you guys have like flip phones, but it's not like modern technology and things like that. And you're kind of getting ready to maybe head home.
Hello,
or, like,
Mum.
come and pick me up.
No, I'm doing well. I'm with my friends.
Oh.
Yes, my friends.
Ghosts.
You know the ones. Okay, bye.
Oh, bless him. God, I've never felt so sorry for a player character before. It's just quite tragic. But as you guys are kind of getting ready, you're making your way to maybe the monorail or the train to head home, you see that girl Laura up ahead, and she sort of stood in a street light, and you can see that she's like muttering to herself. And she's just sort of stood there. Yeah, those fucking those bitches. Rebecca Cooper, I'm going to make her. And then they're all going to pay. And like she's kind of muttering, nastily to herself. What do you guys do?
Is that Laura?
Yeah, we should go and see if she's okay.
Do we overhear her talking about Rebecca Cooper?
No, she's always been quite a, kind of a quiet girl, theatre kid, but
A
kind of,
quiet theatre kid.
yeah. She's like the props
oxymoron.
manager.
Oh, okay.
She's like the props manager.
Okay, cool.
She would never dream of going on the stage. Kind of like, quite pretty in like her own way, but like always like kept herself quite closed and sort of hidden away. But now this is like she looks completely different, and she's just sort of standing there muttering to herself.
Can I approach her and just say, Laura, are you
She
okay?
like turns around and she's like, "What do you want? You're just like the others. You're just jealous of me. You're just jealous of how good I look." And you can see that her eyes are starting to turn a horrific kind of shadowy black as they do. And she's just like, "What are you all staring at? You're just jealous."
Those contacts. Was that part of the makeover?
And she kind of like looks her attention to you. And these are not contacts.
okay.
This is like darkness. Almost begins to like bleed and spill out of her eye sockets down onto like her flesh and things like that. What do you guys do?
Can I try and glimpse the truth? I want to work out. I want to like. Does this look like the same
Dutch.
energy? Does it look like the Dutch?
Sure,
Is
you
it-
can make a roll. Yeah.
Is it that kind
So
of
roll with mental.
vibe? Like just
Let's find out.
Standing and looking at like the scene.
Yeah, let's find out.
An 8.
Okay, so that's the same thing. You get to ask one question. So what happened here recently? What's about to happen? What's the most dangerous thing here? What's the most useful thing here? What needs to be protected? What here is not what it appears to be?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. Immediately you get the big suspicion. First of all, that is not normal. That is magical of some kind of nature. But also, obviously, this girl just came out of like, you've known her. She's not a violent or aggressive person. She just had this like deluxe makeover. And now she's like this. It's probably been like good few hours since then. You guys have been hanging out, having ice cream, kind of chatting. And something has clearly happened. And now she turns. But in that time that you've taken to like process and kind of realize, this is the Netherites, this is the Dutch, which I'm now running with. They come from a mystical, magical dimension called
The Netherlands.
the Netherlands. Nether like Minecraft. But in that time, Netherlands. In that time, she, like that darkness from her eyes has like coated her hands, and her hands have become these monstrous claws, and she's gonna dart at all of you and just slashes. I'm gonna have all of you take 1 point of damage as you immediately have to like throw yourselves back in danger. But now she is aggressive and she is on the fight. We have also hit another goal, so could I have somebody roll a d4 for me, please?
These are lovely dice, by the way.
Yeah.
Thank
to play
you.
with.
These are my dispel dice.
4.
That's another one for Lewis. So you both have advantage on your roll, so you get to roll 3d6 and use the highest. But this creature is attacking you. You are in immediate danger. What are you all going to do?
I would like to transform.
Oh, perfect. Well, in that case, then, Sherry Elmwood, I would like you to go over and prepare your transformation as you feel the energy beginning to surge. Yeah, you have to go up there.
What the heck?
With a cookie cutter? Is that what we're...
Cookie cutter
think
is the
so,
item.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
it. You decide the shape of it.
I'm stealing heart.
I was gonna have a dinosaur.
Okay.
So as you raise up your cookie cutter, and you need to think about what you're going to say to activate your transformation as well, you feel the power of magic sourcing through you. Go stand in front of it. I've got to cue you up, you see. You feel magic surge through you as the time seems to slow down for everybody else. As Cherry Elmwood takes position. Call it out.
Get away
from my friends! Guardian Marzipan!
And then you see, and it begins to swim around. Do some posing. You got to do some posing.
great.
Yeah. And then, yes, exactly. And as your costume takes on, as your costume becomes part of you, there we go. Yes, exactly, perfect. As you suddenly transform, Cherry Elmwood is no more. Strike one final pose, that's it. Cherry Elmwood is no more, and instead, you reveal yourself to be Guardian Marzipan.
Wow.
So you managed to transform, and immediately you are ready to act in response to this. But this creature looks pretty strong. What is everyone? So you've transformed. Was anybody like to take some immediate actions? Otherwise, this creature is going to probably go for the first person it can, which I'm going to say is probably going to be Cherry as a Guardian Marzipan.
Back the fuck up, Laura.
You're just shouting at
Just shouting her at her.
Okay.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Give me a convince someone roll.
Okay.
Because I want to see if you draw their ire from Cherry onto yourself.
It's a 4.
Oh, so yeah, I
It's a
think
4.
it's you kind of point out like, what the fuck are you doing, Laura? And immediately this creature turns and barrels towards you, and unless somebody does something, you are gonna take damage.
Jesus Christ, Laura, what the hell?
I don't have any power points yet, do I?
I will say you can all have one power point.
I spend my power point.
Okay, what do you do?
So as a defender, I'm going to use I'll Save You, which I spend a power point to defend someone you can see but are not next to. So I jump in front of Timmy Pipkins with hearts over the eyes.
Hey, perfect. Well, I think that this is probably going to be a. I would say this is a thwart peril roll. So this is a move. This is roll normally with physical, because you're going to try and physically jump in their way. Now you will protect Timmy, but I want to see what the effect is on you if you get hurt by this.
Okay.
5, I think.
That's a 6.
6. But -1, so
7.
7.
On a 7, okay. So on a 7, the GM will offer a worse outcome, a hard choice, or an extra price to pay. So you managed to save Timmy, but it's going to put you in a disadvantageous. But you do have a bonus you could have used on that, by the way. You do have 2 bonus points from the donations.
You do, yeah.
I do!
Do you want to roll another d6 and see if you get a higher result than a 2?
I do!
A 6.
Oh, that's going to be very good. So, but you do get -1.
So an 11.
But an 11 is you set out exactly what you meant to do. So yeah, with the power of friendship, you dive in front of your friend Timmy Pipkins and you shove Laura out of the way just in time, because she was about to like rake one of these shadowy claws all down Timmy. Probably would have caused him quite considerable harm. And now that creature is on the back foot as you've shoved it away from them. What is everybody else doing? I want to know, what is Karen and Raven going to do?
I was thinking about the protect someone action, put an attacker in a bad position, giving an ally +1 forward against the attack. Like,
Sure.
would there be a situation where I could maybe do that? Like,
Yeah, absolutely.
try and do something to put her on the back foot even more. So she's been pushed away.
Perfect. Yeah.
So maybe.
What does this look like? What is that going to take? What does that look
Yeah,
like
I'm
when
not
you
sure.
do it? Like, is this like you grab like, I don't know, like something nearby,
I guess-
like try and like hit her with
I'll
something,
run in.
or
I'll
like,
take off my backpack and I'll swing.
oh, you're trying
her.
to like, knock her aside. I love that. No, that's perfect. All right. Well, I would say that I'm gonna normally that would I think because it's physical. I'd say clash, but I'm gonna say this is protect someone. So you're gonna roll with persona.
Okay, but I'm not very good at that. Oh dear. 6. That's just a flat 6.
So on a 6, you go to swing at Laura, but the darkness seems to spread even more over her body, and she reacts nimbly like a cat. She goes on all fours and then launches herself at you. Take another point of stress or damage as you're kind of like sent flying backwards as poor Karen is knocked aside.
My books fall on the floor.
I think
your
so.
books, Karen.
Not
you
my
love
books.
those.
You're like you're sprawled out on the floor, like as you're kind of knocked down and all your books go scattering everywhere. Raven, what is there anything you would like to do?
Not cool, Laura. Not cool.
No, not cool at all.
I'm picking up the books,
Yeah.
and I'm also being like,
Nora, if I'd known you were a secret goth all this time, I would have gotten you in the group chat. Like, what the hell?
Added them on MSN.
I'm gonna like. I'm
Just
just
remember, it's the 90s. There's no WhatsApp.
I would have
You're on
added you to
MSN.
the MSN. We have like a meetup every Thursday, and
So you're just
you would have been
talking.
welcome.
I'm trying to like bring down her like.
Oh, you want to try and calm her
she's
down?
so gorgeous, right?
Okay. Well, I
This
mean,
is
to
like
you maybe
insulting,
she is. Yeah, like to you, to Raven, this dark cat-like queen now. Sure. Why don't you roll? Well, you tell me. Is there anything you're trying, like anything particular of the moves you're trying to do, or is this you're just trying to talk them down?
I'm just trying to throw her off, really.
Throw her off.
Like,
Okay. Well, let's do a.
It's like a psychic attack.
Yeah, I think like the same thing that Kirsty tried to protect someone. So roll with persona.
All right. We got a 5 plus
5.
1, so it's a 6.
It's a 6. It's not looking good. She kind of looks at you and it's just like, I don't want to be in your stupid goth club. You look stupid. And this bolt of dark energy strikes you in the chest and you're going to take 1 point of physical damage as well.
Oh, thank God it wasn't a brightly coloured bolt of energy. That could have really fucked you up.
I'm allergic to colours.
I think we hit another goal. Pierre or someone in the studio, what are we up to now?
1 damage.
Another 251. I'm going to grant this. If we roll a d4, but I'm now going to split it between Tom and Kirsty because I haven't got. But if you want to roll a d4 or a d6, Tom will do odds and evens. You'll be odds.
Odd. It's even.
Even. So
Hey.
Kirsty, you get an advantage roll.
Thank you.
This is not looking good, guys. Like this creature is infueled with dark magic. Trying to talk her down doesn't seem to be working. And when you fought these creatures before, generally, like you fought like shadow minions. You've never fought somebody who's been corrupted and possessed by this energy. So maybe you need to weaken her. You're not quite sure what you need to do here, but she is going to keep attacking you, and you know you can try and run away. You can try and fight back, but seemingly so far, talking to her is not getting through.
And are we getting the same Dutch vibe?
Oh yes,
Right.
oh yeah. The Dutch are 100% responsible for this. Used one of their Netherland crystals, likely or some such. Their Netherland magic.
Oh,
Wow.
And in fact, actually, I'm going to introduce my twist that I got from earlier. And as this happens, you hear a sort of like. And as you look up, stood on top of one of these streetlights, is this fabulous, sort of very androgynous, bisexual-looking figure with orange hair that spills out.
Oh,
I see that you found our minion now.
incredible.
She's just the first one of many. Soon we'll have all of your young people energy, my darling. As they look down on you, this is Noxus, one of the minions of the Netherlands.
No way.
You did this.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
You said one of them had orange hair.
I thought Netherite. That's kind of cool. It's like Sailor Moon. I'll do that. And then you were like,
then
oh,
It's
the Dutch.
Well-
it was when you said they're from the Netherlands.
I think I said the Nether realm, and then you said the Dutch, and then I changed it to the
Okay,
Netherlands.
okay, we're all culpable here. We're all culpable.
We're all
It is very.
We can't point fingers.
It's very dapper on brand, though.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I like it.
Oh my god.
And they just sort of like, you have no hope. With only one of your transformations, there's no way that you can defeat our shadow beast. As Laura is going to try, in fact, I would like, she just attacked you, Timmy Pipkins, and Marzipan, Guardian Marzipan. You seem the most threat. You see Noxus will point and be like, Laura dear, take care of that one. And I need you to do a thwart peril roll for me, please.
Sure.
Yeah, both of you.
Best of luck.
Plus physical.
Yes, plus physical, please.
It's an 8.
An 8. Okay, so you managed to get out of the way, Timmy Pipkins, but it's going to put you in a bad position. What do you think that might be? Like, do you shove somebody in the way? Are you, like, going to make yourself more vulnerable? Like, you fall prone as you, like, back away? Or, what do you think would be a good sort of price to pay? You avoid damage.
I think, like, we'll jump out of the way, but be, like, kind of loosely taunting her as well.
Okay, so kind of like...
Laura, you gotta cool your fucking jets, okay? What you're doing is totally not cool. Jesus Christ, Laura. You got a new look and now you're being a fucking bitch.
Okay. So you taunt her and she just immediately turns onto you.
It's like Timmy's default.
Yeah. I think quite a lot of Tom is coming up. I think quite a bit of Tom is coming up, but that's right. We're here.
how
Get it
I
all out the
react.
system. Yeah, get it all out. Yeah.
With the claw demons turn up.
Yeah. Or just the mean girls.
Just don't attack my fucking friends, you
Tom,
fucking
was
assholes.
a girl mean to you? Did they bully you? When
Oh.
My goodness.
Lydia still bullies him now.
That's true. Oh my God, Rebecca is Lydia.
You fucking dumb bitch. Oh my God, it's so true. You are a counsellor. You've got it all out.
She knows.
Oh my God.
All right, I think Guardian Marzipan, this is on you. Like, your friend is now in deep danger. So you don't. Yep.
Oh wait, do I?
No, that's fine. You can roll. I was going to say you could either, because they're not attacking you now, because Timmy's like kind of telling them. So would you like to do something else? You can keep that roll if you would like.
Can I clash?
Yes, you can, absolutely. So this is rolling with physical. So what do we get total?
8.
An 8. You both do damage to each other.
Oh.
You do damage to your weapon or your physical stat, or the GM can decide if you always do 1 damage if your stat is lower than that. But you are transformed, right?
Yes.
Do you have any sort of like weapon in your guardian form? What does your guardian form look like? I don't think we actually asked.
So just like, am I allowed to make up a weapon?
Yeah.
Can it be a pan?
Yeah.
Like a pancake pan?
Yeah, absolutely. That would be sort of like, when you transformed, your cookie cutter became this like glittery, sparkly, it's got a
Like
ribbon
one of the
around it and a little
heart-shaped
gem. Yeah,
pancake
absolutely.
pans.
Pancake pan,
I'm
perfect.
going to fight the Dutch with their own weapons.
That is perfect. Somebody else needs to have like a stroop waffle that they can throw. Like a frisbee. All right, amazing. So we'll say that you just do 2 points of damage, but you are going to take 1 point of damage back as you sort of clash. You strike against each other, clash, 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 as you force her back. And you can see that she kind of looks quite hurt, and the black kind of peels away, and you see this quite terrified looking girl underneath the blackness that's kind of taking her over, and then it quickly, like venom, sort of takes back over again.
Seeing that, I want to.
Oh, I think we have hit our next goal, which will, for Timmy Pipkins, you feel the magic sort of unlock. And if you wanted to, you and Kirsty both at this point.
Yeah.
What's that? We're £55 off. £55 off. All right.
Okay, I'll
yeah.
just.
Stamp it down.
Okay, so he's going to have a little think because he's going to filibuster because.
Until somebody does a
Please,
£55
donate.
donation.
Donate £55.
To mermaids, which is a really good cause.
We're doing this all for charity.
It's all for charity, so...
Timmy Pipkins will be able to transform, and he will the moment we hit our goal.
We'll just wait.
Until then, we'll wait.
Just stare at the camera.
If you wanted to, there is somebody else who could transform in the team as
There
well at the
is,
moment.
there is, but I'm
or you could
waiting.
save it. You could save it. Yeah.
Come on,
absolutely.
£55 for a good cause, and then Timmy Pipkins he'll transform.
He'll transform. While we wait for Timmy, is there anything anybody non-transform would like to do, like over on this side?
I wonder, like, because we've seen a glimpse of her face, I wonder if I could glimpse the truth.
Yes, absolutely.
But I would say who is in control here, but I think that's pretty obvious. It's the Dutch.
There is another thing that you could do, and it's quite a hard thing to do, but there is a move called Touch Their Heart, which is to redeem a villain. So if you wanted to try and reach out to her and get through the darkness kind of surrounding her, you could try and go for that one as well. Because even if you don't fully succeed, you can help your allies. You kind of like cause them to pause and take a moment. So you could also try that.
Can I do that as well?
You absolutely could, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
So if you want to do it
I'll do that.
together, the way that this would work is we use a move called We Can Do This Together. So you choose who's supporting who. So is Raven going to support Karen?
Hold my hand, Karen.
Oh, perfect. I love it.
We'll do it together.
Okay. So in that case, Raven, you choose. So you choose the form of this support. So there's 4 different options to determine which stat you use. I've got your back, which would be with physical. You can do this, emotional. 2 heads are better than 1, mental. Or supernatural intervention, which is you using your dark magic to...
With two heads.
2 heads are better. So you roll with mental, please,
Okay.
Raven. So 2d6 plus your mental stat.
Oh, it's not very good.
It's not very
4.
good. It's what is it, a 4?
That's bad.
It's a 4. So, and what's your relationship with Karen? Is it cooperative or competitive?
It's cooperative.
Cooperative.
We made her a collage.
Okay. So,
She's naturally so beautiful. She doesn't need to spend so long in the salon.
so
I've done a charcoal drawing of her face.
Black and
well,
white. Oh my
that's all very sweet, but I've got some bad news.
Oh no.
So, Karen, you gain a PowerPoint,
Right.
your PowerPoint pool, because of you're being helped. Raven, you lose a PowerPoint from your pool.
Oh, no.
But worst, your relationship with Karen breaks.
Oh.
So what does this look like? What is
what
this?
happened?
So he tries to take your hand to try and help you, but something goes wrong to cause you guys to fall out as
drama.
friends. The drama. What could this be? Maybe is it a confession of finding, but this is too much for you and you want to pull away?
I think maybe, yeah. I'm just like, oh,
he goes to take your hand and you snatch it back, and then that breaks
hang
your
on a minute.
heart.
Slow down. I don't think we should be at hand-holding level just yet.
Goodness.
Oh my goodness.
This is what it's all about, baby. This is what it's all about. So, unfortunately, yeah, you've caused a rift between you and Karen. Did you still want to try and touch the villain's heart? Karen?
Yes, if
All
I can roll.
Yeah, in that case, it's with emotion. And you do, I will point out, you've got
okay.
a roll as well with advantage, if you
I
would
do,
like.
so I can roll
So you roll
3.
3d6 and choose the 2 highest.
Cool. All right, I get a +1.
That's
Wow.
6 in total. Oh no!
Well, it's the two highest.
Yeah, 8.
So it's 8 with my +1.
So an 8. So you try and reach out to Laura, Laura, please, listen to us. And again, that sort of mask peels away, and you can see, and she wants to listen to, but the evil is there, but it's causing pause. The next action against them has a +1 to the roll. So whatever anybody does next against Laura will get a +1. But I think that the magic surges, and Timmy Pipkins, you feel power sort of surge through you. Is now the time? Do you call upon the Gastro Guardian force?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Well, then I would
do.
like to ask you, Timmy Pipkins, to please prepare yourself as you hold your cookie cutter high. What shape is it?
Oh, I think it's just like a man.
It's a man shape. A gingerbread man. A gingerbread
Okay.
man cookie cutter.
Okay.
So you feel, Timmy Pipkins, the magic begins to surge through you. Everybody else, time slows down as Timmy Pipkins, yes, you might need to crouch a little bit. You feel the magic surge through you as Timmy Pipkins, you hold aloft your cookie cutter and say, as they're just queuing, there we go.
I'm Guardian Battenberg Man.
Da-da-da-da-da-da, and you begin to transform as your costume begins to take form.
Guardian
You
Battenberg.
strike some poses. That's it. He just wants it. A little bit to the side, Timmy. A little bit to the side. There we go. Yes, perfect. As the magical force of the Gastro Guardians surrounds you, and then finally finish it off with a big finishing pose and your catchphrase.
I'm Battenberg Man.
Okay. Okay.
As we transform
Wow.
to Guardian Battenberg now. Oh, Timmy, Tom, would you describe what Guardian Battenberg looks like?
So the outfit's ruined now because he has kind of like sparkly hot pants that are half pink and half white. Then they were like the alternating colors to his hair.
Well, you've magically transformed. If you want your hair to go back to its original form.
Oh yeah, but yeah, it does.
it
And it's
does.
full anime. It's like very flowy. There's these like pink and white shadows. Question mark how that works. Coming out of him, flowing all around.
Oh, I see that you also have the power of the Netherlands inside of you.
Yeah, I do. I'm Battenberg Man.
You
Also,
see-
he's now like 7 feet tall as well.
Okay, yeah.
Really big.
Yep, sure, absolutely. We have hit another goal. So I believe that is another bonus die for somebody. Kirsty, you used yours, didn't you?
Yes.
Just now.
I did.
So Lewis currently has 2, Bryony has 1. So can we, I'm just going to give it to Tom.
I was going to say,
it to
yeah,
Tom.
just let Tom have
Tom,
one.
you may have an advantage on your next roll. So what would you like to do as you transform into Guardian Battenberg? What would you like to do? How would you like to try and resolve this situation with this possessed Laura?
Right, I want to convince them. I want to use my power. All eyes on me.
Oh.
where I do a convince roll plus
Well,
my
that's right,
persona.
because you are an idol as well, aren't you?
That's right, Battenberg man. Everyone loves him.
So everyone loves him, absolutely, with his big pink and white sparkly outfit.
That's right.
So, give me your convince someone roll. 2d20 plus
So,
emotional. And you can use the point if you'd like to get advantage.
Yeah, so I want to get advantage.
So 3d6 and you take the highest.
But as he's like transformed with this like blazing bright like pink and white light, it casts these like crazy shadows everywhere, so you can't like really see any of these other people at all.
So sort of focusing her vision purely on you.
Yeah, can't really make
And is
out
that you want to use that to get your +1 to that roll?
for my shadow powers.
Perfect. Well, you also have a +1 from Karen's desperate emotional plea. So this is
Okay.
with an extra 2 and with advantage.
Yeah.
With emotion, you're rolling.
So with this, I get to do plus my persona with all eyes on me.
perfect. There you go.
Convince. That'd be 9, 10, 11.
11 with the +2 from Karen and the... sorry, the +1 from Karen and the +1.
No, it's 11 we're in total.
11 in total. All right. They do what you ask. If the ask is too great, they will tell you what it will take for them to do it. But I believe you have a special
This
thing.
poem says no restrictions.
It does.
It literally no restrictions.
Yes. Please be conscious that it is a lovely for charity stream. But yeah, what are you going to convince them? What are you trying to convince them to do?
Laura, we're not your enemy here. She is. Or they are. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
The
It's
Dutch.
fine. The Dutch.
The Dutch are your enemy. They have me this whole time.
All right. You would see that she kind of snaps her head up. Now, because you didn't redeem her, the darkness is still overflowing her, but she turns her anger and aggression onto Noxus.
Destroy the Dutch.
No, you're supposed to listen to us. You're supposed to be under our command. What are you doing? As this creature leaps up and begins chasing this Noxus, this villain from the Netherlands, away. Laura goes in chase of them, trying to hunt them down and fight them back.
Oh no. Oh God. They're getting out of here. I think the Dutch, they're riding away on a bike, probably. They love that.
They conjure a bike made of starry light, and they're pedaling it through the air to try and escape as Laura hops from rooftop and lamppost and lamppost, now focused solely on trying to go after them, being convinced by your magical power to do so.
Fellow Guardians, that ship was fucked up. I think there's something going on with this hair salon.
Dun, 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 dun. And I think are we roughly about the time for a break, Pierre? Sounds great. Yeah. Perfect. So we are going to take our first break there with that dramatic revelation. That's going to be it. We're going to take a quick 5-minute break here, everybody. And we will see you all very, very soon for part 2.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Hi, everybody. Hi, welcome back to our special Pride TTRPG stream. I've seen a few people in chat asking as well, but just to clarify, I'm Mara. You might know me as Mark or Sherlock Humes. I'm gender fluid, and obviously doing this to celebrate Pride. I thought I would come here as my other self to this. And this is all in sponsor, so we're raising money for Mermaids, which is a UK-based charity that is dedicated to helping trans, non-binary, and gender non-conforming young people and their families. And so we've been raising quite a lot of money already. We've hit a bunch of our donation goals, and I think that there's even more coming tonight as well with streams after this. But yeah, we are nearing the end of our goals, and we are currently playing through a game called Glitter Hearts, which is inspired by Sailor Moon and similar shows to that. And we have quite a cast of characters going around. We've got Lewis is playing George Milton, aka Raven, our resident goth poet, heartbreaker, it seems.
None of this matters. Not even me or you.
And we are yet to see Raven's transformation into their guardian, their Gastro Guardian form, but perhaps that will come near the end. We also have Kirsty, who is playing Karen Montgomery, who is also yet to transform, but her crush on Raven perhaps accelerated too quickly, too fast, as their relationship has been tested. On the other side, we have Bryony playing Cherry Elmwood, aka a.k.a. Guardian Marzipan. A believer in love and hope and light, and hoping to see our villains redeemed, perhaps, and to protect her friends and all good stuff.
I can fix them.
That was very much Bryony's whole character thing when she was talking to me. Like, I want to play somebody who can fix them. So that's what we have. And then finally, we have Mr. Tom Clark playing Timmy Pipkins, a.k.a. Guardian Battenberg Man.
Battenberg Man.
Yes. Officially perhaps known as Guardian Battenberg, but Guardian Battenberg Man, who has just recently transformed into their hero form to try and send off a former schoolmate who's been corrupted by a strange darkness after having a fancy makeover done at a brand new salon in the town, in New Jaffa City, which is where our adventure is taking place. And that is where we're going to jump back into the action. You can choose to stay in your hero forms, and we can jump straight back into where things left off with this transformed Laura chasing after the wicked Netherlander, Noxus, the strange alien entities that have come to steal your negative and positive emotions for some nefarious purpose, serving their empress. Or does Netherlands have a king or a queen? Is it a queen in the Netherlands?
I'm not sure.
They have a...
It's
In
a
your
queen now.
world, it can
It's
be
a queen
whatever you
now,
want it to
Queen
be.
Nocturne. But yes, so we can jump straight back in there. Or if you like, we can start a fresh new day. I will actually leave that up to you guys if you guys
what
want
do
to
you
carry
think?
on from where you left.
Would we just let her go? She's
But
gone
that's
off
it.
chasing her.
She has gone off chasing off one of the other villains.
I think that problem's dealt with for now, but there's something going on in this hair salon.
I think you might be right. What if she doesn't turn up at school tomorrow?
That's the least of our problems.
I don't know.
These makeovers are turning people into demons, and we have to stop them.
But she'll get marked absent.
Like I
Clearly a stress for you, Karen.
This is why we should focus on what's inside.
Inside the school?
No, inside ourselves, Karen.
Oh.
More like our emotions.
Yeah.
How's she going to steal any of mine? I haven't got any.
Perhaps the greatest member of the Warriors, the only one who can't be drained of their emotions.
You're perfect. You're immune to their attacks. You're the key to all of this, Raven.
Karen, our relationship may be broken, but I find beauty in decay.
That's beautiful.
That's really beautiful, Raven. Thank you.
There you go. That's beautiful words have never been said before. Our there is beauty in decay. What a wonderful way to make up with someone. Perfect.
Is the salon still open?
No, I think that this is so you guys had been sort of having, excuse me, I've got weak hair everywhere. This aircon is blowing around. You guys had stopped to have like ice cream with Raven and, you know, kind of had a little catch up and chat with the events that had taken place. So this is probably like this is nighttime. Like the sun has gone down, probably set a little bit early. So it's like, you know, the whole of New Jaffa City is lit up by street lights and neon lights and things like that. So the salon is probably closed now.
I think we need to get into this salon. I think there's something going on
It's
inside.
not open anymore.
That doesn't matter.
Oh my god.
Not to Battenberg Man.
I've always believed I don't belong in this dimension, but that one seems way worse.
Well, with our powers combined, we can stop this evil and stop the Dutch once and for all.
I've watched loads of videos on GothTube about this kind of thing, and I'm very, very scared of it, honestly. I don't like the Dutch. They burn my eyes with their bright orange hair.
Me too. Good thinking, Raven.
Thanks, Timmy.
You call me Battenberg Man now.
Oh, I love your costume, by the way.
Thank you.
I like the checkered pink and orange squares.
It's
Very
pink
tall.
and white. I'm very tall now. It's magic.
I like how when you
Because
did
Timmy's
your...
quite short normally, isn't
Really
he?
short.
Really
and
short.
now is colossally
Actually, both
tall.
of you, when you did your transformations, your heads were sort of cut off the top of the screen. Quite liked it.
We didn't have a lot of budget for our
Like
transformation
you've been
sequence.
decapitated.
It's been set into the wrong aspect ratio on the TV.
Oh, okay.
It was originally animated in 6:9 or
Oh, I
whatever.
see. It's like a 90s cartoon.
Yeah, it's been all like blown out. It's all square, and that means the top and the bottom have been cut off. Perfect. Well, so you would like to try and break into this place to try?
Oh,
and,
yeah, 100%.
And well, how would you like to try and do so? What's your plan here? You can easily make your way back to the street. It's like a little cute shopping district street.
I've got a
The
key.
Ice cream. You
Skeleton key.
Wow, that's a pretty great item. That's really good.
I want to point out, I have played a few RPGs with Mr. Lewis Brindley, and he always does this. In fact, I remember it very specifically. The very first game we played together was a Star Wars RPG, and they had to go to some like Jedi temple on this planet, and Lewis just goes out, well, that will be easy because of all the hover bikes I bought. And I didn't know Lewis very well at the time, and I was like, yes, of course you do.
Well, I'd say key. It's actually just a skeleton.
Skull.
Full-size skeletons.
My friend.
I would say if you certainly can think that you have a skeleton key, and you could try and use that to unlock.
His
the doors.
name's James.
James.
Yes.
I'm gonna write that down. James the skeleton. Good
I
to
wondered
know.
why you were carrying that around.
A full-sized anatomical skeleton.
Is it a real skeleton or is it like a model skeleton?
With my biology project.
That didn't answer my question.
Somewhere in New Jaffa City, there's a graveyard with just one dug up.
Why is it covered in mud?
But yes, so I mean, yeah, you certainly can, try and use your skeleton key to try and get in. But what's the plan here?
Okay, can you pick that lock?
Well, he knows the password, you see.
Oh,
So it's a digital.
okay.
It's like 4444.
Can you roll just 2d6 straight up for me, please, Lewis?
It's a 6 and a 5.
Oh my god.
4444.
Literally,
James the skeleton.
he puts 4444 in the door lock and it opens. That was a luck roll I just had you made, and you absolutely nailed it.
666 would have worked as well.
Raven, you're incredible.
And the door just gently opens.
That's amazing.
Let's get in there and find out what's going on.
No, that's perfect. That's what the dice rolls are there for. You guys make your way inside, and this is like a side door that maybe leads into like a storage area. So there's like lots of like, towels and washing machines, a lot of supplies like hair care supplies, makeup, all stored away in these little drawers. And then there is another door that leads you back out into that main salon area where you first kind of came in when you were here as customers. And we've just hit our second to last goal. Oh no, third to last goal. I think there's one more. So that's another bonus die for somebody. Let's roll a d4 for this one.
Go on, Tom.
I was going to hand someone the dice. You can
Roll the dice and
Go on, Lewis.
Wrote,
Lewis,
is
you
it a
roll.
one for you, Tom?
It'll be a 1, 2, 3. It's another one for Lewis. That's 3 now. We love it. Didn't even need it for the luck roll. Just rolled it. Just nailed it.
yeah.
Perfect. So you have 3 bonus die if you'd like to use them. But you make your way inside, and I'm going to say, can I have... Who's opening the door to like look into the main room? Who do you think is leading the charge here?
I can do it because I want to defend my friends.
Okay, so Guardian Marzipan is the thing. Can you roll for me, please? I'm going to make this a be vigilant roll. So this is with mental, please.
Oh. 7.
7. Okay, so that's a success, but with some cost. As you open the door, you would see that there is a sort of little blob of darkness that's sort of floating around the room, almost like a little sentry keeping watch. You manage to sort of hold the door shut. You don't think it's seen you, but this thing is in that sort of main salon area, like a big hairdresser's. It's kind of patrolling that front entrance, kind of keeping an eye out, you suspect. Some sort of creature summoned by the Netherlands.
I think I'm out the back, like just looking around in like
Sure.
the alley or the side where we are, and just like, we really shouldn't be doing this.
Well, and probably thoughts racing through your head, Karen, of a hand being grasped and your heart beating quickly, and probably still lingering on that.
Too much
moment.
too soon.
Can I do a glimpse the truth and try and find something out about it?
I would love that for you. Yeah, you guys can at any point just be like, I want to make this move. So don't feel like you have to wait for me. I know we're kind of used to some other games. Oh, that's a good looking roll. So this is with mental for Glimpse the Truth.
10.
A 10.
Yeah.
You get to have 3 of these questions. Now, you don't have to get the answers to them right now, Bryony. You actually get what's called hold 3. So you can ask me any of those 3 questions in this scene. So as long as you are in the salon area here, you can ask me those questions at any time. Is there anyone you'd like to ask me now?
I guess what sort of creature is it?
So you think this is similar to some of the shadowy creatures you've seen the Netherlands summon before in your battles, but this is like a lesser version. This is like a little minion, and it's a sentry. So basically, probably very weak, very no physical threat to you. But if it sees you, it will alert its master that somebody has entered without their permission.
Like a little frog or something.
Exactly, like some kind of magic little frog. Sentry frog.
Yeah.
Just a little floating frog.
Just a little floating frog.
Oh my god.
The Dutch, their nefarious ways.
I mean, Raven, can't you keep to the shadows and just sneak in around it?
I can make shadows and help you sneak.
Well,
The shadows
actually,
are
I'm.
friends.
I mean, I love being in the shadows, but all of my jewellery's quite jangly, you see. Gives me away. Got all these chains, and I can't take them off because they tether me to this realm.
Okay.
Otherwise, I just float away like a sort of wisp.
Do you know what I've just
Balloon
realised?
boy.
Who he reminds me of? He reminds me of Mighty Bushman in the IT crowd when he plays the vampire.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Noel Fielding, that's who it is. Or just Noel Fielding, actually. I don't think it's even just Noel
He's just a young Noel Fielding.
Yeah. Played by in the voiced by and played by in the actual animated show.
Oh my god, I love that.
Perfect. So yeah,
I know I seem to have a blasé attitude towards my mortal existence, but I'm not really willing to go in first, honestly.
I won't let anything happen to you, Raven. Don't you worry. But we need to get to that back room.
would you, because you can use some of these moves on each other. Cherry, could you make a convince someone? So this is with an emotional roll. So there is a section there for against another magical hero.
Oh.
Oh. Okay.
And what kind is your relationship with Raven? Cooperative or competitive?
I think it's good.
Okay, that's fine. That's what it needs to be. So if it's for a cooperative relationship, so Raven will gain 1 XP if he chooses not to do it.
I'm not really very interested in going in first. I'm sorry.
That's a good point.
Yes.
So that is an XP point for you. My dearest apologies. It's a brand new system to me as well. Whenever you failed your rolls, by the way, you should have marked an XP.
Oh.
Now, it's been quite a few, so we're not going to worry about it too much because also this is only a one-shot. But normally what would happen is when you get to 6 XP, you can cash that in for a move, like a new move from your hero playbooks and things like that. So that's why like the XP is a part of this.
So
if
I
you want to,
failed that
if you
one.
want to just all basically hold on to it, and if you have a cool idea, we can maybe cash that in to do a cool
Nice.
move.
Well, what about you, Timmy? I mean, I don't think we're going to be sneaking anywhere as you're currently 7 foot tall, but what if we just go in and give it what for?
Call me Battenberg Man.
Oh, sorry. Badenberg man, do you want to go in?
Yeah, like
So what's the plan?
As a giant big man, I send out my Battenberg shadows in all directions, having a pool of darkness, and begin
Try and hide you.
very, arms out, crouching a little bit lower, but still towering over everyone.
Perfect. Well, this is a perfect thwart peril.
Heading
you
for
are
the
trying
back
to
room.
thwart the peril of being detected. So this is 2d6 plus physical, and you get your +1 from your shadows.
It's a 7.
7. So you do get what you want, but I will offer you a worse outcome, a hard choice, or an extra price to pay. And if anybody has any good ideas, by the way, this is a very cooperative kind of thing. So you get what you want. So you are undetected by this creature.
Yeah, making to the back.
You're
like
making
the back
towards that
rooms.
back door. So
Yeah.
in here, you can see that there is the main entrance you came through. There's this little side room that you're currently in. There is the large, ornate rose door that you saw Laura come out with.
Yeah, that's the sort of way I want to be. I want to be heading to that makeover room.
So I think what I'm going to say is because you only got a partial success, you reach that door and you go to open it and it is locked. So you've gone there. You're not detected currently, but now you're separated from your friends. So if you call out, the creature's probably gonna hear you, and you're kind of at this door now, cloaked in shadow, and it can't be open.
Can you say James?
Do you want me to say James?
Can you say James?
Well, I mean, he's not able to walk on his own.
Fuck.
So I'd have to bring him, you see.
Bring James.
Oh, sure.
I want to. Can I? I want to
You want to
convince
convince him? Yeah,
But I want to use
absolutely.
my power to convince him.
Yeah. No restrictions. It
And
specifically says in the rules.
No
I'll use-
restrictions.
I'll use my shadows to help, convince me.
Now, I'm going to say, if you really get badly on this roll, you're going to have to tell me how the shadows are convincing him. But also, if you roll really badly in this roll, it's going to alert the sentry as well as whatever effect it has on
That's
Raven.
it's totally fine. Okay. It's a 10.
A 10? Oh, a 10.
10.
So if they do what you ask, they get 1 XP and a +1 to the next roll.
Ooh.
So if you choose to do what they want. You don't have to, though.
I want to use my all eyes on me, which means he has to.
No.
Has to.
It says no restrictions on what you may ask for.
Oh.
But as it is player agency,
Okay.
Raven still gets to choose. But it's a pretty good reward, an extra one, an XP and a +1 on your next roll, just for doing what he says.
Bring James here. Bring James here and open the door. It's locked. I can't get through. The door is locked.
Okay, James and I are coming. We're coming.
Okay, so you start to make your way across. I'm going to need
incredible.
a warp peril from you, please, Raven. So this is 2d6. Would you like mine?
I've got some extra dice though, haven't I?
You do. You've got lots.
Let's put an extra couple in.
All right. Well, you can do one at a time. So you roll 3d6 and you choose the highest.
Hey,
All right.
you want one of these?
Blam! That is a 5 and a 4, the highest there.
And then with your physical stat.
That's a 0.
Oh, but then you do get +1 from the convincing, so that'll be a 10.
Yeah.
10. Yeah, you get exactly what you win. So without any any problems whatsoever, you stick to the shadows without alerting this creature. You bring James dragging across the floor this enormous skeleton as you reach the shadows next to the main
What
door.
kind of a lock is it?
I don't know. That's James's speciality.
It does
Okay,
look
we'll
like
leave this to
a
James.
key.
Good
sort
job,
of-
James. Can I convince James to come to life and be a real skeleton? It says I can convince them of anything.
Could you puppet James with your shadows?
Can I puppet James with my shadows?
You can certainly try.
I want to puppet James with my shadows.
All right, let's
To make
just,
him a real boy.
Just roll 2d6 with nothing else.
Can I spend 2 power points to get an advantage? Because every time that I've glimpsed the truth, that actually gives me a power point.
Oh, okay. Yeah, absolutely.
I want to.
You
I
may
want
spend
to,
2 power points to gain advantage on the
So
roll.
James can come to life and be a real boy.
Thanks to your shadows, yes.
Thanks to shadows. That's an 11. Am I getting any pluses to that?
Well, you
Emotion?
get your +1
Persona?
from your shadows, right?
Oh yeah, because +1 from the sound. A 12.
So,
Lord.
would you, Tom, please describe how the shadows bring this skeleton to life?
Like the shadows kind of like rise up and morph around.
They like go into the skeleton, like
They
become
go
like an inner
in,
darkness.
and he begins to shake, and the bones are rattling,
right.
and then they morph into like a cool
Leather jacket.
No, well, I want it to be like a suit jacket with like tails and a
Okay.
top hat, and he's got
I
a
love it.
cane
right.
and cool glasses
Okay.
as well.
Okay.
And he's got a really cool accent that you have to do now.
He can't.
Are you ready?
With a 12, I think he talks. With a 12, he sings everything that he says.
You are abusing it. I am going to be in a mystery quest, and I'm going to make you suffer for this. I'm going to really...
ready.
It's going to be the worst.
Hello again, James.
Hello, James.
Good to see you again.
I can't wait to hear your amazing musical voice.
James,
Hello, it's me, it's James.
James, you're incredible.
Thank you.
James, there's a fucking lock on this door.
Well, I'll see what I can do.
James, that's literally your thing.
James, you're so good at locks.
So, what I'm going to say, you now have James as the skeleton minion. He's going to have 3 hit points.
James, the singing locksmith, is now playing at the
Now playing.
Bristol Hippodrome.
He's going to have 3 hit
Thursday
points.
evening show still has tickets.
He's going to have a +1 to physical rolls, but you can't use your shadows whilst they're in James. I think that's fair. If you are using your shadows to puppet him, you cannot use your shadows whilst you're doing that. Do we agreed?
I completely agree. I'm so
I'm so happy.
I love it.
Let's see what I can do about this door.
Does James have the thwart peril?
I'm going to say, well, how do you want James to try? Is he going to try and pick the lock? Is he going to try and break the door down?
Oh, you tell. Oh, he's the locksmith,
No.
right? Famous locksmith.
He's at your command.
James, it's one of those massive bank vaults with, big...
Oh, yeah. I love that.
That's why we called you, really. It's a bit of a problem, because
I
otherwise...
feel like the me making this a collaborative game is being taken advantage of.
He was a bank robber in life.
Sure, it's
He was
big
a bank robber.
vault door. All right, in that
Here for the
case,
James law.
let us see. Let us make it just a thought peril. So roll 2d6 and add +1 for James.
You roll 1 and I'll roll 1.
I love
Oh, yeah, I rolled a...
that. There you go.
There we go. Oh.
It's an 11.
You see James.
James, this looks impossible.
He crouches.
No one can do this.
He crouches down. Don't worry, I can sense the vibrations through my bones.
James, watch out, because it's got those laser tripwires on the inside.
Oh my God, James, I think there's a bomb.
James, there's laser beams. Be careful.
And you hear a click, and then the door swings open, revealing a corridor of laser beams,
Oh my
as you've now
God.
established that as being
How bad is the sentry in this room?
Rumbling around like,
Where's that?
it's like a little jellyfish, and it's just sort of blibbing around. He's having a lovely time. He's looking out the window.
can we adopt him?
Aw.
You can try anything.
Can I?
There is also another goal has been hit, which I believe will take us to Pierre. That was the last one.
Oh.
The second to last. So that is another bonus roll. So let's see who gets it. Who doesn't have one? Lewis has got loads. We're not going to... So currently, Kirsty doesn't have one, Tom doesn't have one, and Bryony's got one. Oh, well, that's right. Get it in there.
A 1.
That's me.
A 4.
What re-roll?
A 1.
A 1. That will be Bryony.
Can I give it to Kirsty so we all
You
have
can
one?
give it to
Oh,
Kirsty.
thank
Oh,
I
that's
love
definitely
that.
in the spirit of the game.
Tom doesn't have one either, but...
It's okay. I've got James.
It's all right. We know who your favourite is, Bryony. We know who your favourite is. Perfect.
Can I touch the heart of the jellyfish sentinel?
If you...
I thought you meant literally. I was like-
Yes. If you want to befriend the little shadow
squeeze it.
minion, this would be a touch their heart roll with emotion. Are you doing it solo? Is anyone helping you?
I'll help.
We can do it together.
Do it together.
So this would be a teamwork. We can do this together. A roll. So this is you can. So this is. This sounds like a you can do this. So it's with emotions, please. So we'll
Okay.
do Kirsty's roll first.
Am I rolling both? Or-
You roll 2d6 and add your emotion. This is to see if you can aid
Okay.
Cherry.
He's very cute. We should adopt him. That's a 9 and I get a +1.
So 10. And your relationship is cooperative.
Yes.
Your target gains +1 to their next roll, and you add 1 to your power points. Very important, these power points, because if you fight a villain, you might want to pull off a team attack, which is using your power points. So now you get to do the touch their heart roll with an extra +1.
Oh.
You didn't want to spend your advantage point.
That went out, but can I do the advantage point?
Yes. Yeah.
rerun this one because it can't get lower than a 1. 12 plus emotion, 40.
Wow, amazing. We can recruit every single character in this game.
You literally can, by the way.
Love it.
They see the error of their ways and remove themselves from the situation. You may form a relationship with them.
Isn't this interesting? Because those jellyfish actually can sing as well.
In a completely different voice.
Can we find him a top?
Gosh.
Why? Why are you doing this? Why? It's a lovely stream for charity, and you're making it so hard.
We're highlighting your skills as an amazing games master.
Jellyfish can only sing in haiku.
I thought you were my friend. Hang on, what is it? 575?
Yeah.
5 syllables, 7 syllables?
I think, yeah. Because I know it can end with refrigerator. Yeah.
I can't do the haiku thing. Like my it's very hot. My brain is mush. I'm sorry. But you would, in fact, yeah, it does sing, and it does say in a haiku. Unfortunately, being from the Netherlands and being a little blob creature.
Oh, I love
And that's
it.
how it speaks.
Maybe it's not so bad here.
What would you like to call this little blobbo?
Rick.
Nice.
Rick or Brick?
Rick.
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 Yeah.
So we now have Rick and James. James the skeleton. All right. You can write down Rick as a relationship. And would you? And technically, they remove themselves from the situation. So I'm going to say that your little pan, there's like a little gemstone on your little transformation pan, and he's going to go into the little gemstone, and he lives in there now.
Wow.
You can call him out at a later date.
Yay.
Wow.
You have redeemed Rick the shadow jellyfish.
Yay!
Amazing.
Great success.
He just flies and lives in your little pan. Perfect. Well, you do still have a laser grid leading to the rooms beyond.
I thought James, like, sort of Catherine Zeta's zone.
No, James. You asked James to pick the lock on the door, which he has done so. There you go. I have opened the door.
James, how are you with laser grids?
I am a skeleton. Your shadows make me move.
Perfect. This sounds like a job for you.
Sure. Sure. So you would like James to try and navigate the laser grids?
Unless you guys want to do the laser grid instead.
I will point out you introduced the laser grid. We could have not had a laser grid.
It's a healing laser grid.
No.
And it
Putting my
turns
foot
skeletons
down.
into real boys.
Oh my
I'm
god!
putting my foot down. The collaborative element will only go so far.
Can we see anywhere where there's like a button that controls the laser grid at all?
Yes,
Yeah.
on the far side of the room.
Oh, if only we had a tiny floating friend that could go and press it for us.
Amazing.
Would you like to send Rick the shadow jellyfish?
Yes.
As it flies out of your pan and drifts between the lasers
such a good
and has just enough physical force to press a button. And now it is and it's only a short corridor. There's actually a bathroom halfway down. It's like a little door,
That's convenient.
yeah, gender neutral bathroom in between. But it does seem to lead into this, this salon, obviously a larger space at the back. It does seem to lead down there.
Can we go and investigate?
Yes, absolutely. Do you want to peep the door open and take a quick glance behind?
Kick the door open and announce, I'm Madam Bergman.
All right.
This is James. James,
think-
introduce yourself.
Let's see how well you can
I have a
kick this door down.
competitive relationship with James.
You're quite envious of James.
I'm envious of James.
James is kind of
James has
taking
got it
center
together.
stage a bit.
As is the way. As soon as some sort of creature is involved.
4.
Oh, unfortunately, James, he slams himself against the door. I don't have much physical weight. I'm unable to force this door open.
Oh.
Slams against
Wait, is the
it.
door locked?
You don't know?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I said,
kicking
what
that
would you
door,
like to do? And you
Batman?
said, kick the door open.
Oh. Okay, I pull the door.
Okay, you are you like throwing it open? Are you going in quietly?
No,
I think it's one of those push, not pull doors.
I get confused with those.
Easy
me
mistake
too.
make.
All right, you emerge into a very odd-looking room. It almost looks a little bit like the front salon, where there are like chairs for like washing hair and hairdressing, makeup stations. But this room is arranged in sort of a circular pattern around a thing in the middle, which appears to be almost like a pedestal with a dark floating crystal on it, with streaks of orange running through it.
The
Is that
color
what
of
they used
evil.
to do people's hair?
And this crystal is sort of floating in the middle. And yes, you definitely kind of recognize a familiar energy about this place. Would you guys like to do anything?
Can I glimpse the truth at
You
it?
absolutely may. Absolutely. Please roll mental.
How many of your questions have you used?
What have we moved out
That's
the room
no,
now?
I'd say that
haven't
you're
we?
still in the same scene. If you would like to ask one of your questions from it,
In that case, what the?
as long as you remain in this salon, I would say.
What?
I have a bad feeling about this.
Oh, whilst Briny thinks, would you like to use your "I have a bad feeling about this"?
Yes, because we're sort of getting towards the end of the stream, and there's probably something bad.
It's a
in
very
here.
good idea. So I believe this is roll with mystic, with mystical.
Oh yes, I need another dice actually. Where's that one? Thank you. Oh, just a double one. So-
Actually, have to look up a little bit what this
so-
does.
oh no, he's having to go into the book
I have
rules.
to get the laptop out now
What
to
the
actually
heck?
check the book rules because I'm pretty sure that a very specific bad thing happens when you use this.
Oh no, I've got a bad feeling about this.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Oh,
Never
shoot.
tell me the odds, Chewie.
Turns out I have a good feeling.
That's awful.
I've never felt that way before.
Everything's fine.
Okay, so on a miss, you are very late, but at least you are out of danger. So, as Cherry, you and the others all burst in, and you begin looking around the room trying to ask those questions. If you'd like to ask those questions, I will answer one now, and then something's going to happen.
What's about to happen?
Well, you find that out. Is there another question you would like to ask?
What here is not what it appears to be, or what are they trying to hide?
Ah, well, it is very clear that this crystal in the center is, it's maybe, I think that it's almost decorated like a part of a sculpture in the middle, but you immediately recognize it. It is a Netherland crystal that drains negative emotions and feeds nether energy back into the target of whoever's consumed it. And these aren't makeup chairs and hairdressing chairs. These are almost like mind control chairs that people sit in, and this energy is then, drained out of them and then repurposed with dark energy. As you're sort of examining that central device and you're asking those things around, that's when Raven, who is still outside the room and is the only one who's safe from this, you get this immediate premonition, Raven, as some awful thing is about to happen. Those of you who are in the room, this red sort of perfumed mist suddenly rushes in, filling the entire space. I'm going to inflict the enfeebled condition on all three of you except Raven. And what that means is all of your physical rolls are now at a further -1.
Ooh.
So you feel yourselves like coughing and choking as this miasma kind of fills you, and you feel your limbs grow heavy and weak as descending from the ceiling, her hair like a Medusa, almost like being its own creature. Madame Rose, the owner of the salon that you saw earlier, will just appear and does the classic like, "You little fools! You've discovered our little secret, I see. Well, Noxus and Sable will reward me for dealing with you."
I just thought she would be Dutch.
No. This perhaps is a sort of minion under their control. Somebody given dark powers from not from the Netherlands themselves. But yeah, she descends down and is going to. She kind of throws out these like long silvery needles, these red crimson needles, I'd like anybody. What are you guys doing? How are you guys going to respond to that?
Can I bat them away with my pan?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that sounds like a very good thwart peril roll. So it is physical though, so you have another -1 with this.
Oh no. Oh, can I use my what?
Do you have one? You did spend your other point.
Do have one.
Okay.
Wait, or do I? Did I not
you
get rid of
spent
it?
it.
I spent it.
No, you rolled
So it's 6.
Oh,
With -2.
Yeah.
-2. Whoops.
6.
Never mind.
Cherry, you are struck by one of these needles. I'm going to say that is going to be 3 points of damage.
Can I glimpse the truth, please?
To do what?
Like, I want to survey the scene. Like,
So as this needle is coming towards you,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like, I want to try and work out, like, what's going on here.
I will say that you can do that, but you will take damage because you'll get struck by these things as it strikes you.
Totally fine.
Fine.
Totally fine.
Okay, great.
Glimpse the truth.
Oh. Big
That's,
number.
an 11.
An 11. So you get to hold 3 on the questions. So you can ask me those now, or you can hold on to them. What would you like to ask me?
I want to know what is the most useful thing here?
I would say you think that if you can destroy that crystal, that will, if she's being fueled by the same dark energy that Laura was, perhaps destroying that crystal will affect it somehow. Would you like to ask any other questions of your 3?
Is there any new useful information I can gather?
I would say that from this, yes, because you would see it was shrouded by darkness when you first came in here. But there are these like little walk-in closet compartments around the edges of the room. And looking in them, you can see the 4 assistants that were like doing your hair and nails and makeup earlier. They're sort of in there, their eyes closed, as if they're ready to come to life. You know, you don't think that they are perhaps normal people.
Oh, God.
Any other questions?
No, I'll hold on to the last one.
All right, then you take 2 points of damage, please.
Howie kapowie.
And then anything from Karen.
I think I would like to transfer.
It is time. I will say that because you're transforming, and obviously in Sailor Moon rules, you can't be hurt while you transform.
Oh.
So you don't take any damage, but you feel the magic flow through you. You hold up your dinosaur cookie cutter, and I would like you to take over.
Okay.
And as you feel the magic flow through you, take your pose. Try and stay as close to the screen as possible.
Like, I'll try my best.
Yep.
Okay.
As you get yourself ready, strike a pose to begin with. Hold your cookie cutter aloft.
My cookie cutter, I've got.
Yep.
It's not a heart, it's a dinosaur. I can't
It's a
do it.
dinosaur. As
Yeah.
the magic surges through you, as we wait for Studio to transfer over. There we go. As the transformation begins, as you perform the costume appearing all over you.
I'm sorry, I'm not ready for a committed relationship.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Guardian carrot cake.
God,
As
carrot cake.
you form your pose, the costume forms all over you. Perfect. Yeah. Yes, a couple more spins. There we go. No, you're good. You're good. As Guardian Carrot Cake appears, what does Guardian Carrot Cake look like?
Orange. I'm not
But
Dutch, I
wait.
swear.
Orange is the color of the enemy.
I know, but we're reclaiming it. It's orange dress full of carrots with a cream cheese trim.
Ooh.
And a cream cheese trim here too. It looks gorgeous. And a big hat.
And a big hat.
A big hat. And my hair actually looks lovely now. I didn't need to go to the salon because I
No,
just needed magic.
beautiful.
Not only that, but I also... I probably have to use a power to have them, but I'm going to say they're there anyway, and I'll use a thingy. But I have wings made of goopy cream cheese.
Yeah, groupie cream cheese
Yep.
wings extend behind you as Guardian Carrot Cake appears before us, fully
Yes.
transformed. You see that the needles deflect off you as you're in your transformation, but you look over and you still feel that weakness coursing through. Your friends have been struck.
I was going to say,
Yes.
can I use one of my power points to use my big creamy wings to blast the horrible
The
miasma away?
Oh,
Yeah.
yes,
I'll-
I like
I'll
that.
bat my wings and I'll...
Yeah, and if you spend a power point, I would just say that just happens. So yeah, you spend a power point, and the cream cheese, globs of cream cheese fly all over the place. But as you beat the wings, the miasma is blown away, completely removing that enfeebled condition from all of you. Very, very good.
Covering us in
Thank
cream
you.
cheese.
It's delicious.
Don't think your dairy is going to do anything here. I'm going to make sure you suffer. Cream cheese, carrot cake, I'll make sure you're nothing but crumbs.
I'm gonna bat the wings again and lob some cream cheese at her face.
Do you want to try and throw it? Okay. So this would be a clash roll, I think.
Can I encourage with "you can do this"?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, give me a we can do this together roll.
Can I also encourage too?
So we'll resolve this one first.
So that's 10.
yeah.
Plus, I get an extra 1 when I'm encouraging, so that's an 11.
Plus your emotions. Do you have plus your emotions?
I have emotions. 13.
She's so emotional.
13. And you're cooperative, right?
Yes.
Your target gains +1 to the next roll, and you and your target both gain a power point each. So you sort of call out, "You can do this, carrot cake," and sort of cream
I can
cheese.
do this.
And then, did you want to try and assist as well?
You can do this, carrot cake. Got it, carrot cake. You're amazing.
Oh my god.
And you're doing the same thing, so it'd be with emotion if you're going to call out, "You can do this."
Yeah, with emotion. That's an 11.
Another 11. Your target gains a +1 to the next roll,
Oh my
and
God.
you add a +1 to your power pool. So you get a power point, and you get another +1.
my
So you're
God.
currently at +2. Before we
Everyone's
do
so
your roll,
empowered.
Raven, is there anything you would like to do?
No.
So you're in the corridor, sort of peeking in, watching this battle take place.
Yeah, me and James.
You and James, of course. Sorry, I forgot about James.
Wait, can James not also cheer on?
Well, James,
It's not very in character.
but
for
you're
James.
sort of controlling James.
musical.
You're
He's quite
kind of
reserved.
controlling James at the moment. So if you want James to try and encourage them,
I really wish James was encouraging me.
Yes, yes. James is encouraging
right,
with a song.
can you roll 2d6, but no bonus? James sadly gets no bonus.
He's got loads of bones. What do you mean?
He's got all amazing.
Bonus.
That's a PowerPoint right there. That's a PowerPoint. I love it. 4.
Oh,
James is like,
dear. What? And you had a competitive relationship with James?
I do. Yeah.
oh no.
Your target, you, loses 1 from your power pool, and your relationship breaks.
Have it,
You
James.
hate James
I fucking
now.
hate James.
Oh, that is another goal. Oh, no, that's just still up. There
How
we go.
can you hate James?
But unfortunately, James will just try and, you can do this. I'm not your enemy. I'm here to help.
Okay, dude.
Whatever, dude.
Whatever, dude.
But now we're going to make your clash roll. So this is with
Yes.
physical.
Oh god. Okay, I only have -1 now, so that's good, I guess. And then, oh shit. What did we?
Do not.
I rolled a 6, 7, and I had +2 from you guys.
+2, yeah.
So that's 8, 9, -1 for my physical. So
Is an 8. You both do damage to each other. We'll say that your weapon will be 2 for your cream cheese
Yes.
wings. So you're going
Right in
to
the
take
face.
2 damage as well. So you take 2 damage to your points. But yeah, you strike at her.
Worth
2
it.
damage. You do see that like the cream cheese like strikes her in the face, and she kind of snarls and she like wipes it away from. Do you think you can defeat me with this? She kind of throws it to the side. Ha 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 ha! I shall have all of your energy and send it on to the Netherlands. And then they shall make me one of them. I shall truly be blessed with their power. Wow. At this point, the 3 of you are transformed, and I will say that watching that take place. Actually, no, you've got some questions left, so I won't give you free information. But yeah, she does not seem to be perturbed by that at all, and instead, she is at this now. I'm going to say she kind of calls out like, "Assistance! Come along, help me!" And you see all those cupboards that you saw, their eyes open and glow with like a red light, and they come out like automatons, ready to strike you as well. And they're going to try and probably tackle the 3 of you down, because again, Raven is currently hiding sort of in this little corridor, watching all of this happen. So can I get a thwart peril roll from all of you, please?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
2 -1 physical.
uh-oh.
5.
Oh dear.
Oh god, I'm rubbish at this. How was this?
8, 7.
7 or just about. So you don't take any damage. You don't need to roll this yet. Oh,
You don't need to roll.
I'm working on something.
Okay, you're working on something. You can keep that in mind.
Not gone very well though.
We've hit another goal.
We've hit another goal. Oh, the last one. So I think that is the very, very last bonus, which I think...
for dramatic effect, can we leave that one just a moment?
Yeah, go on. You carry on.
Carry on.
Carry on. So, Karen, you avoid any damage, but I'm going to say that because it's only a 7, like these two, you are sort of pinned to the ground as these automatons come. They grab you from behind, like lift you up. They're going to restrain all
covered
3
in
of you.
cream cheese.
The 2 of you are going to take another point of damage each as well.
Oof.
How much do you want? Oh, God.
3.
I've got 6 left.
You've got 6 left. But all of your friends, like Raven, you see all of your friends have been restrained by these assistants, and this woman, this Madame Rose, is like, now strap them into machines, and you can see they're going to be taken to these sort of machines to drain their energy.
I wish I could help, but I can't transform because people haven't donated enough to this charity stream.
But wait, I think they did because we hit. But yeah, you see your friends in danger, Raven.
They're breaking through and thawing my frozen heart.
Perfect. We love it.
And with the power of friendship, I'd like to transform.
Amazing. So you feel the magic go through. So please go and take your position. What does your cookie cutter look like before you go?
It's like a little rat skull.
Rat,
really
very
specific.
I thought skull. I didn't think rat skull. But yes, so Raven, as you take your place, you hold your cookie cutter high as Gastro Guardian transform.
It's wild he didn't go for like a raven.
Oh, yeah.
As the costume begins to form, do you maybe get some cool gloves, Raven? Show us your cool gloves that you get. Yay! And then finally strike your final pose and give us your catchphrase.
Hi everyone, it's me, Raven.
That's his catchphrase.
Wow. Such a transformation.
Such a transformation.
That's so Raven.
What does Raven look like in their transformed state?
I'm basically just the same, except my makeup's all fixed.
Slightly different, more black and white outfit, maybe.
You know, I've got these
to go with your food.
sort of a cloak.
Wow.
Perfect.
Quite cool.
I love it. But yeah, you transform, and now you have access to all of your mystical powers as you see fit, your mystical moves that you can use.
Well, I'm going to bust in there.
All right.
Oh,
so
I've got scythe now, by the way.
Oh, right. So that's quite an important one to know. Quite an important one to know. So along with a cloak that you now have and your makeup being fixed, you also wield an enormous bladed scythe.
Well, actually, it's like four-bladed, like a windmill.
It's like a windmill. Oh, like a big shuriken.
Wait, a windmill?
Like
That sounds pretty Dutch to me.
I know.
That's dark power. That's where all the dark energy
Where
comes
do you think
from.
I stole it from? The Nether Realm. The Netherlands.
The Netherlands.
Is that the four-bladed nether spear?
Cower in fear, evil beasts, for I am here, Raven, and I will save my friends.
You need your guardian name now. What's your guardian name?
Yes, yeah. What dessert are you based upon?
I'm the delicious Black Forest Gâteau.
The Guardian Black Forest
Wow.
Gâteau joins, and now all 4 Gastro Guardians have transformed, ready to fight back against this evil monster. What would you like to do? So your 4 friends are currently being held by these assistants. Raven, what would you like to do?
I will free them using my magical beam ability.
Your magical beam, so you get to roll mystical.
Let's hope this works.
Yes. Do you have a point?
Well,
Yes.
You see, Mara, I've been working on this for a little while, but when I saw that ginger-haired lady, I was working on changing the voodoo doll of Rebecca
Oh, I see.
into a ginger
But
one.
you didn't roll very well.
I didn't know.
So it's very bad, but you
voodoo
can
doll.
try.
But I'm going to go for it.
Do you want to use one of your advantages? You have 2.
Oh, why not?
Why not? So you get to roll 3 and take the 2 highest.
Boom. It's a 4 and a 5. And
A 6. No, it's fine.
That's
Hey, that went really well.
amazing. Incredible.
And then what's your mystic?
+2.
+2. So what your magic beam is, you get to make the clash roll, but you use mystical instead of physical. And on a 12 plus, you choose an enhanced effect instead. So normally on a 10, you would get to choose a bunch of different things, but with a 12. So you can either say all magical heroes, all of you get an extra +1 to your next roll. You suffer no damage in the retaliation attack. You inflict double damage, or you force the enemy to flee. And you are trying to save your friends, right? So the assistants who have currently got them grabbed.
Yes.
Would you like to destroy them, force them to flee? What would you like to do?
No.
Oh.
I've actually got voodoo dolls of all of you as well.
Oh.
And I'd like to just smush you all together in a lovely friendship group.
Oh.
Because I love you all very much. And let you take part in this adventure with me.
Okay. So with your magical beam, you sort of lasso them and pull them to you.
Yes, and we do like a pose, like a cool pose.
Yeah, no, this is perfect. So with your dark lasso energy, you kind of grab your friends, freeing them from being grabbed by these assistants. You yank them all to you,
And then
now
it's like the
four
cover
you
of a
together.
DVD,
Exactly.
you know, where we all stood
You've got
there.
all your, well, I feel like
I'm at
all
the
of
back,
you
obviously.
should go up on the green screen and recreate
Okay.
this pose
Let's do that.
with the background.
Okay.
So make sure you all pose properly
Okay, so we need the tall people.
at the back.
And they can crouch.
So you be here.
So our team are being pulled into position, and they are going to take their super team pose. Obviously, they have the two tallest people at the front. They've had to crop out half of it. Perfect. So that is your team pose. Perfect. Well done. So as you pull them all together, you all form a team pose. Tom. Why is Tom at the front?
Why am I at the front? This is
So stupid. It looked really good, guys. It looked really good.
So much.
Well, you are all freed of the minions' grasp, but you do still have an enemy before you. Fools! I can't believe you escaped, but you won't escape this. As she begins to summon her red mist and conjures an enormous pair of scissors that are going to kind of strike down. This may be, before some of you get really hurt, a chance to try and strike a final blow. Now, there is one technique with with your power points. You can try to perform a team attack. Now, this is very, very powerful and can win the day.
Well, we did just post.
Let's do it.
All right. So I need to make sure you have enough power points. You need a minimum of 5 power points. But if you spend 6, you'll have advantage on the roll. And anybody can spend any number of them.
I've got 4.
He's been hoarding.
Oh my god.
So if you did 4 and then Kirsty did 2, that would be enough to cover it with
Does
the
anyone
bonus
else
roll.
have any? Because I can't want to save 2 for a special trick
Special
later.
trick. Ooh.
I'll throw in 1, but I also want to save 1.
Okay. So
If
1,
possible.
2, 3, 4, 5. So you only need 5 to do it, but if you
I'll
want
put
that
1 in
advantage,
as
you do
well.
1. So there you go. Everybody contributes at least 1
And
then.
then James is going to put 1 in as well.
James does not.
Well, he wants to take.
James doesn't have.
No, well, I'm putting in 1, and the
For
other one is
James.
coming from James.
Yay! Oh, actually, no, fuck
he,
James.
as he joins in.
Well, James wasn't in the pose though. We didn't.
I
Can we do
didn't
it?
realize
Can we do
we
it
were doing
again?
a pose. No, I like the idea that Karen shoved him out of the pose.
Oh, yeah, at the last minute.
And kicked his leg out.
Karen fucking hates me.
James, now you're great.
But so you can nominate who's going to roll this. It is with emotion.
I have +2 emotion,
Then you roll it.
but I've rolled so badly so far.
Well,
You can do
it's
it.
3d6 with your highest, and you get to add your emotion to it.
Okay.
Ooh.
That's a 4.
4 and a 5. So that's so the 4 and the 5 is
11.
11. So you watch as you conjure. What does this team attack look like? You guys come up with it as a team. What is this like? And normally think about like Power Rangers, then they like combine their weapons together, or they all use their abilities, and it forms some sort of like combo attack. What does this look like?
Did you say you have a cape made of marzipan?
Yes, to cover the Battenberg.
I was going to say, we've all
We
got
form
cookie cutters.
together. Oh yeah. Or we could form a little dessert trolley.
Yeah.
We'll just go in there.
You create a mobile and you send
And
the
then
trolley
we
at
use
them.
them as projectiles.
So we all add something to the dessert trolley.
Yeah, exactly. Or you could be like, you've got your pan, you've got your 4-bladed windmill scythe.
I've got a little
I haven't
jelly.
said yet, but I can conjure a bow and arrow.
So that you could
which would be made out of cream cheese, and the arrow is just a big carrot. So I can give you a carrot.
perfect. So like the pan, the scythe, and then the carrot bow.
I just keep looking
But what-
over at Tom, and he's just like,
What,
I'm just trying to look.
I think it might be that he thinks the cream cheese is something else.
What? No.
What? No. Who would think that?
No, that's
The globs of cream cheese flying everywhere.
No. We don't have
icing.
Also, like icing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have Guardian Cream Pie on the team. Please.
Sorry? What?
We don't. They're not a team member.
They could be.
I know. that'd be
we
great.
could hire them.
I was really
like James.
thinking about
Well,
that.
James hasn't done. James hasn't transformed it.
That's true.
That's true.
I like. We've got a one of those fancy tea serving platters
Tea
with
serving cart.
with cake. So we each like slam our own cake on it, and then it like spins and flies into them with the power of cake.
Or
Yay.
what if like you lay out the cart and then you cut out the marzipan and like lay it all on. You attach your scythe to it like a propeller, and then the arrow blasts it forward.
Yeah.
And so, what would the name of this super attack be?
Buffet.
Gastro Guardian Buffet Strike or something.
Nice.
Yeah,
I
there
love
you go.
that.
Perfect. So with a unified cry, can we try a unified cry together on 3?
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Gastro Guardian Buffet Strike!
Strike, go!
With James.
Delicious.
With James. As this launches forward, you see the villain like, no! As the cart strikes her and explodes into light. As all of the sort of dark energy and mist is driven out from her. And she collapses into quite an ordinary looking like office lady. Very kind of like nice and pretty, but no, all of the glamour, all of the makeup, all of the hair has been stripped away, leaving her as she once was. You see the automatons, they begin to spark, like these assistants turn out to be robots, and their heads spark and smoke as they all collapse to the ground, also defeated by the energy of this. As the 4 of you stand triumphant over at least this enemy for now, with this enemy, Madame Rose, being defeated. But there is still the crystal to remain.
Can I smash the crystal with
Wait.
my power?
Wait, hold for a moment. Before you destroy
You bring up the pan.
like,
What is it, Battenberg?
Just wait a moment. Because she's alive, right? The person.
Yes, yeah. You've driven like the dark energy out of her, basically.
I want her. I want to be like, listen to me.
What?
Listen to me.
Hello?
Right. Right in her face, shaking her. Right. Keep your eyes on me. I want you to use the magic of your crystal to turn James into a real boy.
You saved your PowerPoints for this, didn't
I
you?
saved my PowerPoints.
You're going to use convince, aren't you?
Because I'm going to use convince to convince her to do anything.
No restriction.
No
No
restrictions.
restrictions. It's in the rule.
Use Dutch magic to turn him to a real boy.
Roll a convince for me.
So I save the PowerPoint so I can roll it with advantage.
You can still roll low. I really hope you roll low.
I rolled low. Oh wait, it's a 7.
A 7, so a success. She will look at you and be like, I think I don't remember much, but I can try. Oh my gosh, she like sees this skeleton filled with darkness. She will reach out and touch the crystal in the middle and then go over and touch James. And you see that there is some sort of transformation as flesh begins to grow over, the shadows seep out, and flesh and muscle and organs begin to form, and dark clothing as a dark tuxedo and top hat form over James, like the outfit you created for him, and a mask. But there is a cost, because you only got a 7. And I think that James will lose his singing voice.
Oh, you ask too much, sir. You ask too much.
Has he gained any particular voice?
Well, he will sort of say, I feel real. It is me, James. Thank you, my friend.
James, I love you.
James, I love you also.
I don't.
Me and Timmy are going to be your 2 dads. Is that okay?
I feel like I'm too old, but yes, I suppose you can be my...
Oh, yeah, how old are you, James?
Well, I'm a lot older than you are, remember? You are teenagers.
That's right.
I mean, I did get you out of a graveyard. Yes, James.
But perhaps I could be your protector.
That sounds incredible.
Yes.
I mean, or you could be our son.
What if he was your dad?
Again, this is a very odd circumstance to put me in.
Daddy Bones.
Oh, I'm not sure I like that nickname. No.
Bone
But
Daddy.
I will always look.
Oh, Daddy.
I will always look after
What's
you.
better than
my
garden
good
cream
friend
pie?
Timmy Pipkins.
James, you're incredible. Then don't worry. We'll work out the magic to get your singing voice
Your
back.
briefcase.
Yeah, he was a biology project that he assembled into a skeleton who has now been filled with shadow and now turned real into a tuxedo mask style character. He will say, "Look for me. I will be there when you need me most," and then he will jump away.
Whoa, James, that's cool. I was hoping you'd be in the rest of these scenes, but that's okay.
I think the adventure is going to end.
Well, the moment that James leaves the scene,
That's
obviously
it.
the adventure ends.
Yes, absolutely. But with that, the crystal drained of its power. Whatever the Netherlanders were planning to do here, their mission has stopped. The Gastro Guardians have succeeded. But let's have a nice little epilogue. This is sort of at the end of the episode. It can be like a little moral lesson, or it can be a sort of little funny gag at the end as you all return to your normal bodies, your normal school forms. What do we see perhaps like the next day at school? What is the little ending scene that perhaps we see for each of you?
I think before we leave the
Yes.
salon, I'm going to scribble Jury's name out of the bookings.
Okay. Yes, perfect.
Oh, that's
we
nice.
go.
Well, you think that without their power, it's
Yeah,
like
it won't do anything, but she's not. Nobody
Yeah,
come
yeah,
here
they will
anymore. It's
know.
awful, terrible.
Perfect.
There's a bloody mess in there.
Mr. Plum's going to be angry with me because I haven't got anything to show him for my biology project anymore.
So perhaps that's where we see the scene of like you desperately, like almost silently trying to explain to Mr. Plum, the biology teacher, why you don't have your project, and he's got his hands on his hips and he's very angry, like waggling his finger.
Well,
at
listen,
you.
there was this thing that happened in the makeup shop around the corner, and I had to get my friends together, and then my biology project turned into James, my friend, and he became a real boy.
You need to stop with these lies, Raven. These are all just lies, George. It's not befitting a man of your age, a young man of your age. Blah 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 blah. Kind of like telling you off. But you look out the window, and there in the distance on a rooftop, wearing his top hat and his mask and his cape, and he just gives you a little salute.
Yeah, cutting the the brake line to the teacher's car.
Yeah. And it's a little early, but we have run out of what I have got prepared. So we are going to bring our adventure to an end on that lovely little scene of James cutting the brake lights of a teacher.
Mr. Plum's going to have an accident.
Get a new skeleton.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. Thank you all so much for playing.
Oh my god! Well, thank you for running
That's
it.
all right.
You did an
That's my
amazing,
pleasure.
amazing
it's all
job.
for Pride and for Mermaids. I thought a nice little fun Sailor Moon little thing. Yeah. So thank you everybody. Thank you for all your generous donations and helping us make the incredible transformations happen. They are my absolute favorite thing. When we were talking about this idea, I told Pierre and Daff the idea of like, what if we had a green screen and actually made them do the transformations? And we were like, yes, let's do it. So it's a ton of fun. I think that there is another stream coming up. Is it Mario Kart tourney?
Yeah.
I think Mario Kart tourney. So that's coming up very shortly. But yeah, I think that is a good point for us to take a rest. I need to take a rest. But thank you all so much for your donations, and thank you for helping us raise so much money. We're over £7,000 raised for Mermaids. It's such a wonderful charity. It does really, really good work, and it supports transgender, non-conforming, and non-binary folks here in the UK and their families as well, which is a very important thing. So thank you all so much. Thank you everybody for playing with me. Thank you, and perhaps one day the Gastro Guardians will return for another adventure.
Oh my god.
Maybe. We'll see. Not the worst one-shot I've ever done on the Yogscast. Certainly an interesting one. But until then, take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.